Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 44, coming at you live with some good ass BBTAG action from the PC platform for tonight's event. Looking forward to everything that's going to happen. A lot of killers in tonight's bracket, and there's going to be a lot of good ass BB tag going on. But before we get into that, of course, there are introductions that need to be made. First up is yours truly, TO host and bracket runner for tonight's BB tag bracket, Master Cheap. And with me in the commentators booth are our wonderful, wonderful commentary team for tonight. Well, up first is Midori, commentator we've had since after rollback era began. Good to have him with us tonight. And also joining the commentary team from a long hiatus from comms is our one and only streamer, Red E30. How are you both doing tonight?
Absolutely wonderful. Thanks for having me on the mic once again, Sheep. It's always a pleasure to be here. We all love the BB tag, and the more we get of it, the better. Looks like we have a decent bracket today, and I'm not just saying that because I signed up for it myself. So I'm looking forward to see how we go about the rest of the matches tonight. How about you, E30?
Could be better days ahead, but fuck my problems. We're here to watch some BB tag and commentate it. So I'm excited. Pre-stack bracket, we have a lot of familiar faces, some returning faces, and some new faces as well. So it's as per usual a mixed bag of some amazing talent tonight. So I'm excited to see what we'll have for our viewing pleasure tonight.
I couldn't agree more. And since we unfortunately do not have a Matcherino ready at the moment, whenever that does come up, make sure to type Matcherino in the chat to get the link and send in that 25 cents. But unfortunately, that won't be the case at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and move straight on to our first match between Podge and Hachi. Alright, we already know these guys. I don't think we need to go into the preamble regarding how they play. What I'm more curious about is how Hachi's going to go about dealing with Podge's general game plan, because obviously it's a pretty polarizing team. Nobody plays someone like this. So Hachi also plays a lot of teams as well. It'll give him a lot of opportunities to work around where he wants to place himself and just throw out maybe some projectiles if he wants to go straight in with Aki, anything of the sort. So depending on what he chooses here, he's going to have to go about it very differently. Do you have any insight on regarding his teams, either?
If Hachi sticks with the Adachi, it's just going to be an uphill battle for Podge in general, just because of I think it's a grappler, and from the amount of times I've spoken with Lon on this subject, he really does not like the Adachi Yukiko matchup. So I think it's a smart move for Hachi to stick on this team, especially provided the characters that Four Sword Kirby does play. So I'm smart move by Hachi, but I'm also on the other hand curious to see how Four Sword Kirby will adjust to this.
Yeah, and considering how long the cutscenes are, he's definitely going to have a lot of time to formulate a new game plan depending on how he wants to move around these characters, because it only really takes one good AZO plus 6p to get in and effectively kill one of those characters. I combined both words at once, excuse me. Akihiko and Adachi's damage simultaneously is already pretty good. It is not really looking to a good start here because we are going to be getting a unfortunate drop on the happy birthday, but a good bit of damage on Yukiko nonetheless. Gonna be able to set up the Beezy. Ooh, and gets hit low. Imagine getting opened up by Adachi. Yeah, the snowball game is already really difficult here, and not blocking the jump in here is gonna be... Oh wow, no, he's just dead. Dropping the combo into the American reset. That was a really quick round. I want to say something is wrong on Podge's part, because there was a lot of instances where he just did not block something that was easily fuzzy blockable. So we've yet to see. Hopefully, this is just a small mishap. Maybe he was
Get
just
ready.
making some hard reads. To contemplate the PC tag. I can see what you mean by that, yeah. I think Tager provides a lot of interesting options to get out a lot of the mix-ups here, because what Adachi wants to do a lot of the time is set up a left-right with Azio if he can't set up a Beezio beforehand, and Tager having an armored move that is able to sledge through it, no pun intended, is honestly pretty strong, because neither of these characters have a particularly good low to just throw out at pretty much any range. Yeah, Adachi throws himself forward, but he's not always going to be in the range to do that. And not only does he have to, but he also has to react to what Podge is doing, which is not going to be an easy task considering he can change the startup of 5B. Then again, that really just matters on how airtight you make your block strings, and I think after that first game, Hachi's going to be doing a lot more of that. Just keeping it as airtight as possible to not only avoid any sort of reversals, aside from maybe command grab, but to also try to move around Sledge in a more efficient way without having to deal with the RPS.
And as far as I know, the way Podge plays his team and the way he and for as far as I know, he's stuck with his team as long as he's played BBTAG. So, you know, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of I'd like to say eccentric answers, or like just answers you wouldn't expect to see from a team like this, just to try and navigate around, especially the chaos that is 2.0. And on top of that, just the overall team too is that he really likes to play. I would like to say likes to play Taker front loaded, as in like just, you know, as essentially a damage sponge for Yukiko to try and get as many stacks as possible and just get like a solid win condition of a high level fire stack Yukiko at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to look at both characters on the screen, Yukiko clearly has the better comeback potential, mostly due to the skewed risk-reward in her favor once she really gets those fire levels going. While Taker can do that as well and just RPS you to death, it's just that, RPS. Yukiko doesn't necessarily have to do that. She could just keep you out and force you to take all of the damage that you otherwise wouldn't want to, whether it's on block or on hit. And honestly, considering how bad level 7 and up Chip gets, even in Resonance, it is... Honestly, it might be better to just take the hit sometimes. Just so you don't have to worry about it, because, yeah, it's recoverable health, but... Not only does she get advantage in some instances if she does the slow Miragi, but you're gonna die in one hit anyway, so you may as well force her to guess your tech, if anything. It's a difficult situation if you're not able to deal with their zoning effectively, which thankfully both of the characters that he's going to play probably do. So Hachi will be fine. Whenever he actually gets to the room, that is.
Hachi did get signed out of Steam entirely, so he is restarting his PC, and hopefully that fixes the issue. You know, tried and true, turning it off, turning it on again. Hopefully that works.
Yeah. PC
But,
tag.
yeah, in the case of Hachi, just playing it very well, and I feel like just the neutralizer and just the main minefield that Force Sword Kirby has to play around is just that AZO, and I believe like some of the myriad ways that Hachi can set up BZO with the team, and provided that I'd say like the only I don't even want to say this is a reliable way of calling out AZO or just trying to reset pressures with Spark Pull, but at the same time, you're spending 1 meter just to try and reset things back to neutral. And as plentiful as meter is in BB tag, it's still an expensive thing in the grand scheme of things, especially with Spark Pull for Tager being like one of the only options that he has to just try and deal with the laser in general.
They really do be like that sometimes. We talk about a lot of skewed matchups and whether it's this game or another, but Tager onto Adachi really does not feel good. It's probably not as bad as something like Yosuke on Tank, because that is like guaranteed a 7-3 matchup in Yosuke's favor. Maybe like, at best, I want to say a 6-4 for Adachi, but it's a grappler. You can't really count out a grappler until they're lying on the ground with no health bar. We shit on how bad they are all the time, but mental stack, not to mention all of the damage that they do to that mental stack, both inside the game with their options and outside of it based on you not choosing correctly, so Podge can definitely make use of that, and I feel like they're the type of player that is really good at that. But thankfully, hopefully, we're not going to have to see too much of anything that we described because Hachi is back in the room and we're finally going to be able to continue our match. Thank you guys so much for waiting.
Get ready.
And as you mentioned earlier, there wasn't a lot really to talk about on what kind of adjustments could be made on Podge's side. It was just like, with the nature of BB Tag, it was just one of those rounds where it's like, alright, I still have 2 more games to try and make something happen, so just go next.
Yeah, with a machine like Tager, you really just have to give it up sometimes. And unfortunately, giving up is probably not what he wants to do here. Almost picked up off of that despite how far he was. Gonna not be able to sway out of that, tried to back off and got hit by the 4A knee. Unfortunately dropping the combo and all OP that would come with it. Nice sway, getting all that meter as well from the 6-speed. Just really doing a good job of avoiding it here. She did build quite a bit of fire levels, but thankfully it's not going to matter too much if we're going to be able to keep her in the corner here.
Podge is trying to get some offense going, and it's like I feel like that was a lot of stacks that could have just been called out, and Yukiko could have still been at like a very low number, but just having the force. I got signed out this time.
Me too.
So this is what I got for wanting to commentate tonight, huh? Lovely. Absolutely.
Usually you're the one that's really good about this. You're the savior of the BB tag rooms, but it looks like not even you can save us today.
All right, I'm closing Steam and just restarting it.
I'll do the same. This has been a really consistent thing too. Like there's never been a single point where it hasn't happened.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, do they like do this like every Wednesday? Like, what is the scheduling here on this? Because this is unfortunate.
Look,
Specifically Wednesday at 6 p.m.
could not connect to Steam. Lovely. All right, I'll give it a couple minutes, but I will mention this in the meantime. BB Tag Bash is an event that's going on right now, and it's thank you to Mori for BB Tag, and as you're seeing on the banner, we're getting a large chunk of the community is getting together that and we're making a combo music video that encompasses every character in the game. If you want to be a part of that, just click the link to that tweet that I put in there and find out more information on how you can get started if you want to participate. As far as I know, all 3 of us in this VC right now are judges as well. So I know this is gonna come off as a little arrogant, but I'm excited to see what you all come up with. So impress me.
It's not arrogant at all, don't worry. When it comes to BB tag combos, we really do have a lot of creativity, so gathering the entire community as a whole is always a great idea, just to see how the great minds think alike and all of the like. So hopefully we'll see as many of you as we can within the Intertwining Fates Discord to submit as many of your combos as possible. Thanks so much to you guys for showing it, and hopefully we'll see you there. And back on the game though, I am able to log in. Would you like me to make the room?
I'm coming back in. I'm just stuck in the synchronizing Steam cloud loop.
Okay.
Go back in. I'll make the lobby again. Just you know, if it turns out that the lobby gets shot again, this will be the last time I will ever be on the mic.
I don't think it's you being on the mic that's the issue. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll see about
Yeah,
that.
and it's been fairly consistent about this, like even before. So I don't think it's that.
Yeah. PC Tag simply does not support competition. Clearly. Smile.
Since it's mentioned in chat, unfortunately there is no Matcherino tonight. I guess they just didn't post it, and to be blunt, I'm too lazy to just shut off the command. So apologies, no Matcherino tonight, but it'll show up hopefully soon. Lobby's back up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm coming now. Oh no, failed to connect to room.
Oh, lovely.
Alright, let's just restart Baby Tag quickly.
He was able to get in.
Yeah, I'm in.
Might have to do the funny changing location thing on Steam again.
Worst case scenario, I can put up a stream in this Discord if you can't get in, and after the next match, we'll go from there.
Yeah, that should be fine. I'm currently trying to join now. There we go.
There you are.
Yeah, if this comes up again, I'm just gonna have them play off, finish it off stream.
Then we'll move on to the next one now. Alright, now we're just waiting for Podge, and we should be able to continue the set. How are we going to go about the scoring for this one? I assume we're just going to keep it 1-0?
It's still 1-0 because it wasn't a fault of either of them.
Yeah.
That was like an outside thing that happened. So yeah, it wasn't like one person DC'd and the other person stayed in. It was everyone got essentially Thanos'd. So
okay. In that case, we'll just continue to move on to our matches with the exact same gusto we were having before. I like the patience from Podge here, recognizing that the aggressive approach from the last couple games hasn't really been doing much for him. So he's going to go about approaching differently this time, and it's looking like it's working a lot better. He may not have a lot of damage on the board, but is changing quickly. He doesn't have the positional advantage, and against a Taker player, that says a lot.
Yeah, just slowly trying to come back. Hachi slowly trying to make their way back in the damage race, and getting a good amount of good callouts, but no, risky DP, and I
don't think he's dead. No, he's. Oh wow, he's dead. Oh wow, really? What? Big boy.
20k baby.
Oh wow, that actually worked. I'm shocked. I honestly thought his DP was gonna get stuffed, but it's alright because Podge is holding resonance and it is working out for the better here because we are going to be taking a lot of chip here. Wasn't able to confirm off of that hit and we're just going to be mashing on the Oki here. This is going to be a dead character. Yeah, there it is. Just going to call the 6P as soon as possible, and that is going to be a game number 2 for Hachi. I feel really bad for Podge because he was getting a little bit of momentum there, but the damage reduction is so difficult to deal with that he has to put in a lot more work, and unfortunately it did not pan out for him that game. Yeah,
and thankfully for Hachi, he was able to weather the storm quite a bit, and I got you. Oh wait, looks like they're waiting for you. Did you get booted again?
I got booted, yeah. All right, thank you. I'm glad it's just me, at least, not everyone else.
Yeah. But thankfully for Hachi, like, was able to weather the storm because it was getting pretty scary. And one of the things that is kind of funny that Podge likes to do is when he's in residence with Yukiko. Oh, they're just going. All right.
Get ready.
Get in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the things he likes to do is just dump a bunch of meter to get level 9 Yukiko and just go completely ham. And thankfully he got to that point where he just didn't allow that to happen.
Yeah, the steamroll factor of this team is definitely a lot stronger than the opposing one. And it looks like we're going to be seeing that in spades here. That was a really interesting JC from Podge there. Was able to cross up, but didn't really get too much off of it. Unfortunately, woke up with 5C as an accident, and we are going to be taking a decent amount of damage for it. Nothing crazy, just going to be setting up the sandwich here. Nice jump to get away from the 236C. Even caught the Adachi as well. Podge setting up his win condition here.
Just trying to keep some distance. 2 more fire stacks on the board. Unfortunately, bad time to burst him, but Yukiko and Tager did get some health back, but it looks like that's not going to matter too much. But just trying to play a little more neutral. Another fire stack on the board, just slowly getting that win condition to be a more feasible thing more and more. But I don't believe this is a dead Tager, but it'll be very close. Especially if
not if we're whiffing that. Yeah. I don't think he's dead, but we're definitely going to be setting up as many fire levels as possible here, so even if the Tager does go down, that's going to be the main thing. Yeah, there we go. Trying to set up the Oki, just backdashing twice. There we go.
With the team's damage output like this, you just have to be careful because honestly, like one clean hit on Yukiko and it's going to be lights out for her.
Yeah, I feel like that applies to both characters here, though. Like, Tager may be a 20k character, but he is relatively low at the moment. Definitely below half, with no recoverable health whatsoever. Wasn't able to pick up off of that OTG, but we are going to be losing Adachi for it. Thankfully, Akihiko was able to recover in time. Nice mash.
A good test right there. Just trying to get some stuff, having an excellent DP bait, and that's going to turn the tides in Hachi's favor. So up to level 9 Yukiko, level 3 Resonance, and not even going to be able to pop Resonance. So that's lights out for Four Sword Kirby in his first game.
I'm doing my thing.
Sorry?
Sorry.
No,
My mistake.
But yeah, no, that was definitely clean play from Hachi there. He really did allow himself to take the risks necessary in order to take that match. Because Podge really wasn't showing him that he is reversal happy. Yeah, he did DP a couple times, but every time he did it, he was willing to not only bait it, but also have a safe swap to go with it. And as a result, the damage piled up as fast as it possibly could. Podge wasn't really able to get anything set up despite having all the fire levels on Yukiko, and getting Tager in quite a few times. I don't think I even saw a single command grab this set. So, good stuff to Hachi, making it look much easier than it most likely was.
Yeah, and especially with playing against Podge, like I feel like the longer you play against him, the more he's going to figure something out. And for Podge's opponents, it definitely feels like, thank God this game is a 3 out of 5. Yeah, because in the past I played against Podge, and in the beginning, like in most of the opening games, I feel like I've had a leg up on Podge, but as the set goes longer and longer, I feel like he is slowly downloading me, and it only gets more terrifying to fight against him as time goes on. But yeah, just clean sweep, 3-0, just not letting any of that happen in the first place. So excellent work to Hachi for that.
Agreed. And we will talk about that more later, but unfortunately I have to go up to my stream match now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as I'm able to connect to the room. I will see you guys in a moment.
Alright, I'll come in to fill in then.
Alright. It's been a while since we've seen J Gotcha Beezy. Recently had a pretty good showing at Festival of Frights recently, and as far as I know, that was I wouldn't say it's their first offline tournament, but it's definitely been a while since we've seen them in an offline environment. So yeah, came strong, and really solid player overall. So I'm excited to see them back in the online swing of things.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always a pleasure seeing Beezy. I mean, of course, coined the term Beezy Buzzsaw, and what was it? I remember there was one that he showed up to that he was just on a tear in. So I hope that we see more of that from him tonight.
Yeah, that was. I vaguely remember what you're talking about. I just remember him being on a tear that night. So maybe Beezy being away, training in the mountains, showed up to an offline event, and just told people this is only a fraction of my power, and maybe unleashing the full power of Beezy tonight.
We'll have to see. But of course, his opponent Midori, definitely, one tough customer himself. I mean, powerful Weiss Hyde player, and that is of course what Mido has currently set up on the team at the moment. But because of the Hyde knowledge that BZ has, probably knows some things that Mido might go for. So we'll have to see if he's able to sort of navigate around that, but also see if there's any distinctions between their play styles with that character at least that give Mido maybe a possible leg up. We'll have to see.
And honestly, I feel like we're probably going to see a stark difference on how both these players play Hyde actually, because I know in some cases, and I won't say exactly what BZ said in Discord not to expose a game plan, but I feel like BZ is more on the wild side, and Midori is just more of a patient, neutral heavy, let the opponent come to him type of deal. So I'm excited to see these philosophies clash, especially in a mirror.
I mean, in some cases, it's all a matter of oh well, if I don't know my next move, how do you know my next move? That could work, but also caging the beast, the wild beast, in a manner of speaking, could also be a fine tactic as well, a practical thing as well. So yeah, as you said, definitely distinctions between the two. So let's see how things shape up between them as we approach this first game of the set.
Get ready.
Alright, we got through the first sanity check. Can we get past the second one?
Yep.
Sick.
All right, cool.
Alright.
If you're scared, you can just stand back and watch.
I'm actually curious because Weiss pretty well known for a while for having a pretty dominant round start. So I'm really excited to see if Beezy is willing to contest it, especially since I played against him at Festival of Frights and was pretty brave about that.
All right, up, and there's the round start from Weiss, already getting that pressure started.
And just peppering some of that defense. Getting open up a little low. A little interesting there, but just a little bit of an awkward scramble. Not being able to get a full combo off of that throw, but just not letting... Midori not letting it phase. Just trying to keep the pressure up. Excellent 6P in the bag, just opening up and getting a pretty solid combo on Beezy so far.
So yeah, keeping the pressure, kind of making things a little staggered to try and bait something out from Beezy like we just saw there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to bait the burst, but I mean, still has the advantage on resources at the moment. Not so much the advantage on life. I say that.
That was an excellent timing on the burst from Midori, just getting Weiss out safely and able to punish Hyde for a little bit of damage. But yeah, this is the thing I was excited to see. Just kind of see the mirror clash, but getting opened up with that JC, immediate burst in as well. Just trying to pepper in some offense and trying to make Beezy flinch as well. Nice TRM.
Honestly, cross-rated there. But I mean, hey, choosing again not to spend the resources from the assist gauge at least, and yeah, able to get the fuzzy. And honestly, yeah, put Midori in pretty much a one-touch situation now.
Yeah, but just getting the offense going, and an excellent 5A, and it worked out, but just Midori wasn't ready for it. But punish on the raw tag, but unfortunately not a full combo. 4P just slightly out of range, and we're just playing the neutral now. Excellent confirm by Midori, getting high Beezy in the corner, trying to bait something, but not working out.
Fortunate that that dropped. Was probably, oh, good DP from Midori. Now it's a 1v1, bringing things back a bit.
So he didn't believe, and that might cost him. But, yeah, Resonance has been popped on both sides. Midori is about to go down. Solid defense so far. Just trying to make something happen, and oh, unfortunate. I don't think this will be it, but it will be very close.
Oh, there was definitely a super attempt right there. Hate to see it. Oh, that misinput changed everything, and yeah, Beezy going to be taking the first game.
Hide. Win.
Yeah, in that first game, it was just, you know, I was mentioning that Beezy was a little bit of a wild child, but was playing really patient, you know, unfortunately flinched a couple times, but yeah, just able to stay really solid and just kind of, in that game at least, beat Midori in that patient play. Especially now, it's yeah, unfortunately the connection wasn't too great, but we're figuring out some logistics right now. Also, is that DonCon, the host of the Big 8 over at twitch.tv/ICUHater? Welcome. Glad to see you here on a Wednesday night. I know Cataclysm showed up a few times, just every now and then, especially at the beginning, but you know, it's nice to see you here as well, DonCon. But anyway, going to the next match, and Midori choosing war crimes with this Carmine Yang.
I mean, I understand. You know, some people just don't want to play the mirror. I'm one of those people, so just choosing to go right into it with, I mean, possible unblockable setups if Mido has those, and pure damage output.
And Mido, I feel like at this point is just like really making Beezy think about the next move, with just with the 2 times that he made him flinch, you know, didn't fall for the throw bait, but fell for the actual throw that time. So it's just the layers in the offense and pressure of Midori is just slowly becoming more apparent.
Ooh, alright, gets opened up on wake up. Not going to be dead, but again, going to be putting Gang in semblance. So definitely a much bigger threat that you have to deal with now. Good DP from Beezy.
And just Midori pretty content on leaving this Yang in, but waking up with a 5-8, choosing violence. Getting a solid amount of damage on Ruby. Already breaking 7k, but unfortunately that drop, and it's all going to be up to solo Carmine with level 3 Resonance.
That was very unfortunate because I think the 5A just didn't come out from that combo for Yang. But, I mean, still, again, tying it up to a 1v1 situation. Probably, yeah, better for Mido. Especially, like, you know, in Resonance Carmine is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I mean, look at this chip.
Just a bunch of chip going on the board, and Beezy still has yet to pop Resonance, but waking up with 236 hit the EX Ben Sinister. This is what I was talking about when Beezy's a wild child. But getting opened up with that JA.
Yeah, this should be it. Definitely, again, putting, as I said before, caging the wild beast in a literal sense right there, too, with Bloodhouse. And going to be tying it up 1-1 currently.
Yeah, character swap working out very nicely. And Yang did get one good combo in Semblance, but that was all the work of Carmine. And, you know, could be a little bit of unfamiliarity on Beezy's end. I'd say with the tournament environment, and I'd say... I guess even in the realms of SoCal, there's not too many Carmines that we've run into, so I get the unfamiliarity and just a little bit of awkwardness on trying to approach Carmine in general for Beezy.
And Carmine's, you know, definitely a force. Like, and it's just like, well, when do I press buttons? When do I sort of like have my turn? And it's like, if you're fighting a very competent Carmine, chances are you're not going to find that.
Keeping the pressure up. Excellent defense by Beezy so far, and got out of that situation scot-free. And being able to punish the Yang on that whiff 2B as well. What's for breakfast? A Ruby 4P.
Yes, delicious. Look at that hitbox.
5C for 5C right out the door. Don't forget your lunch, honey. But yeah, just Midori trying to get some pressure going. And, oh, yikes!
That could have been really bad.
That could have been awful. But yeah, this Yang is bleeding yet again. Wake up 5B, just choosing violence and not caring about this Yang's life like he's playing Shin Carmine. But actually bringing in Carmine now. And he got a solid amount of damage as well.
Oh, yeah, probably wanted EX pinwheels, but unfortunately just wasn't, I don't even know the situation. What clashed?
JA and 2B? I hate this. Yeah, unfortunately, Yang is going down here, and Midori just coming in with a 5A, and yeah, basically plus frames there. A little bit of an awkward combo, not going to finish in, just...
You guys weren't half bad yourself.
Easy, just pressing the button, just doing it, and it's working out.
Excellent work by Beezy, just being an absolute wild child, as mentioned before. I wonder if Midori will switch to another team that they play, because I know their main squeeze is definitely Weiss Hyde, but they also do have another team, and I feel like a little more stable and easier team to navigate in U High, but we're not going to see that, and just Midori going to stick with this Carmine game.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Going into game 4 here. Onto Beezy, and Beezy just standing still. Did the controller die? Alright, Midori showing grace of not even God would give to their own children.
Wow. but damn, I mean, hey, that's a very apt statement. And the Beezy buzzsaw, as we've seen time and time again, getting the first hit, but unfortunately not getting too much of a follow-up afterwards. And Ruby not looking too good.
Trying to get some offense going, but the damage is basically even because of how much health Carmine's lost, but an anti-air 5-8 working out super well. Unfortunate drop right there, and just Mito trying to put the pressure up. Yeah, smart move, getting Yang in there. Trying to get the pressure going, but is that dead?
The JB. If this combo doesn't drop, yes.
Hopefully... Oh no, just wanting to kill the... I don't even think this will kill Hyde, actually. I think...
Oh... I think he realized that. Oh, just standing there menacingly. I mean, hey, it worked out. Oh,
excellent work by Midori, just knowing not to let go of the assist point with Carmine, but wake up super, going to kill the Hyde, but yeah, Ruby is bleeding, and it's still a 2v1 situation. It's still a bit, even though it was one touch, I feel like it's still favorable for Midori. Oh god.
Oh, he just did wake up grab. He's just got no fear. And going to be killing off the Carmine too, that's big.
Yeah, it's a one-touch situation for both sides. Incoming. Semblance and just choosing violence, working out again, and oh no, just a JB barely whiffed.
It's a little too high. EXPC buzzsaw, not quite enough to kill.
Oh no.
No. I respect the attempt, but yeah, dude, you gotta realize Resonance is still on the table.
Look, Beezy, I understand, because I've definitely tried to do a phone steal when they still had Resonance and got blown up for it. But yeah, Mito is staying extremely solid, and you know, it looked almost awful for Mito there, and just was able to stay solid and bring it to a game 5 here tonight.
Honestly, that was like in CF overdrive on defense.
Get ready.
Just like doing that and like seeing, oh well, you push something that's very unsafe on this. Well, ooh, that'd be a shame.
Can't escape from crossing
Shame if someone punished that. But game 5 here, choosing violence at the beginning and getting caught by the the 6B for Garmine. Beezy getting some offense started, drawing a bit of first blood here. What's the mix? What's for breakfast?
Wow. Navigating past the Yang and getting another hit. Yeah, putting her in semblance if she's able to get into neutral.
It's a very situation, but we're going to be losing Yang for this, unfortunately. I thought that was going to drop. Corpse kicking.
Well, I mean, once it hit, I think they made it so it doesn't drop. But yeah.
And Beezy just relents with the offense, not letting Vito get any EX. Pinwheel's going in.
Oh my god.
I respect the decision, but unfortunately just not the right call. But this is Midori's chance to get things started.
Unfortunate. Beezy Buzzsaw once again coming in.
Yeah, just having that plot armor available for him. I'd imagine that they wanted a 2-2-16 in that situation, but unfortunately it dropped right there, and Beezy will be moving on in this bracket. And Mito will be sent down to the lower side.
Even so, like, still, that was, like, very, solid back and forth between the two. And, again, I understand the decision of Mito just not wanting to play the mirror match. Again, some people are like that. Some people like it, some people don't. So... That was 3-1, right?
I thought it was 3-2. Am I?
3... Did I miscount? I thought that was it.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Okay, go... Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like we... I mean, unless there's like a connection dispute, I'm pretty sure it was 3-2.
Yeah,
unless I'm
yeah.
wrong.
No.
It was
3-2. I guess I just counted wrong.
Okay.
Whatever, it's fine. The connection issues be like that sometimes. Hopefully BZ is able to continue on the bracket with more stable connections from here in. We'll see.
Also, coast to coast be like that too, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it works on PS4. It's just a PC thing. We could also have been using different versions of the mod, so that might have been it.
That's true.
Whatever.
Improvement
It's
mod
not about here now.
does cause things. But yeah. Regardless, very, very good stuff. Good match. And yeah, with that being said, there is our next match up on stream. It will be Yosuro versus Long Lily.
That's not Long Lily, that's Ron Rose as far as I'm concerned.
The Samurai Narakamis themselves. I don't think we've seen a Narakami mirror in quite a bit, ever since we saw like Dante versus Soro a while back. So I'm gonna be a little critical because you know me, I like being technical about my Narakami. So let's see how they go about this from here, and hopefully we'll be able to see some strong tech from both these players here tonight once they start up their game plans.
I'm letting them know that they're good to start.
All right, awesome.
By all means, lead the way. But yeah, Lon, this is basically what I like to call his maintenance team because as much as he is a waifu enthusiast, that team can only go so far in a lot of cases, especially against some of the stronger teams in the 2.0 environment. And this is just more of I want to do some fun stuff, but I also not want to think at all.
Then we have an agreement.
Adachi-san, I still
That sounds
believe
about
in our
right.
friendship.
He really does like to have fun with it though, because I think he is the biggest enjoyer of JC 6P neutral skip I have ever seen, and he will do anything in his power to try and enforce that, regardless of the situation. Oh, okay, wow, I don't think I've ever seen that restand in a while there. I think he intentionally did that too, because the way he went about it was that he weed afterwards, but a little risky to do. Either way, we're going to be getting this hit here into the corner. Looking pretty good for Lon right now.
Just constantly keeping the pressure up, but unfortunately I feel that so much. And Yosuro taking full advantage of this. Empty jump low. Trying to get the pressure started, but JC reset basically just working out super well, keeping the pressure up. And yeah, good burst point by Lon, getting the Yumi in, but just going back to just a bunch of pressure, and that was an excellent sequence there from Yosuro.
Agreed. He was moving around the push block relatively well there too, but unfortunately was a little too far to get the punish here, and the D piece resetting the situation to Lon's favor. Even more so now that the health lead is even more established. Meaty there and tried to mash out. Soro is gone with the Adachi here, gonna have to rely on the solo Narukami to make this happen. But thankfully this is one of the characters that is able to do that.
Spotting it up, yeah, just stay solid here. Lon trying to run out the rest of his time, but not breaking the throw, and that should be it.
Yeah, just gonna keep it nice and simple. Press that auto combo. Get a little bit of damage beforehand, and just go from there. Game 1 going to Lonathan, or Ronathan. But question mark? I don't know how we should go. Either way, I guess it works.
For some pre-rollback lore, I think Atkins coined the term. Whenever Lon switched off his main team and picked this one,
Ready.
he was. I'm pretty sure he coined the term. He's like, that's not Lon Lei, that's Ron Rose. And that's basically the name we've coined for whenever he plays his team.
Damn. I can't believe Atkins has so much influence on the WNF scene. I guess it is mainly a SoCal thing.
He just has so much influence in SoCal.
Yeah, he is the guy. Oh wow. Okay, so he was pressing 4A to deal with the persona there, but since he Zeo card in, he was forced to get hit there and was a little too far and got traded as a result. Just gonna keep this as burst safe as possible. Yeah, gonna carry him all the way to the corner. Did have to burst out eventually, but getting a decent amount of damage on Narukami regardless.
Yeah, and I feel like with the life totals, Lon needed to burst if he didn't want to lose the Narukami, but Yumi bleeding and will most likely be losing Yumi for this, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a dead character. We do be having 3k minimum damage on those DHCs, and we're going to be setting up Ezio on the incoming there. Thankfully, he was delaying it, so Lon wasn't able to escape, but we are not going to escape the Zeo car neutral here, TM. 6.5k, where did his health go? Oh my god, he did it again, and that actually may be a dead... Nah, he's fine.
Not quite, but Lon is making this comeback look more and more possible. What's for breakfast at JC? Yeah, didn't block that. You brushed your teeth and you just drank orange juice for that. But yeah, Yosuro trying to keep things solid, but excellent throw by Lon. Just trying to get more pressure started and not letting Yosuro make any use of this resonance. And you definitely pressed the line. What are you doing, boss?
He was trying something, but it definitely was not the correct option there. Gonna be using the plus frames to air dash in and make sure he has as much space to control as possible. Nice 4P! Was not a real combo, but we take those out here. We're gonna be resetting the situation into something far scarier for... Okay. I thought Adachi got hit there for a second and I was going to lose my shit, but thankfully it was as normal as it comes.
I just want to say, I find it incredibly despicable that Adachi didn't get hit, his persona did.
You know,
Bro, we need the persona card mechanic on God.
I'm just going to coin that Yo Watanabe smiled on Yosuro that match, and was able to take game 2 because of that.
Evening the scores out just a little bit here. So looking at this a little more critically,
So let's do this together.
I think he just needs a fucking block. Like I say that as a little bit of a joke, but no, he is. My man Soro has gotten hit on every single wake up, and it has worked out most of the time. But it is not going to be working out here in the neutral. Just going to be taking the non-safe jump, getting baited on the throw, and oh wow, you immediately baited that burst there. Didn't really matter too much as we're going to carry all the way to the other corner here. Yeah, still not blocking. Gonna get the safe jump. Oh no, that's not what he wanted.
Excellent work, just trying to keep the pressure up and not falling for the throw bait, getting a nice 2B out of it. Trying to get more pressure start, keeping him as burst safe as possible. Yeah, you're in for a world of hurt here, but just DPing out, thankfully. But Yumi pressing 5 on wake up. Excellent work by Lon just to get out of that pressure, but just trying to make something happen here with this Adachi and not really getting a chance to do anything. Getting opened up in the legs there. It's all to solo you, and Yosuro is just choosing violence on wake up as per usual.
Yeah, I wasn't able to pick up off that hit, but thankfully was going to get into the resonance here. Just get a little bit of that health back and get the assisted meter gate as well. Yeah, just gonna be DPing out, not letting anything happen here. Nice button press to avoid the neutral skip, gonna be able to get out of that, but we're not getting out of a combo like this because Yumi has T360 and she did it close to the ground. So you are going to be guessing for games here, good sir. He's definitely not dead, no way.
One more chance at life, but a JC will seal your fate as Lon takes the second game here in this set.
And we are going to be moving on to the final one. I don't think Soro changes here. Soro has not changed his team, at least in tag, in a really long time. Yeah, he's just gonna stick with the comfort factor here.
Get ready.
I think what he needs to do differently is, instead of trying to assert his neutral, he just needs to start countercalling Lon. Because Lon is just doing a lot of things that would force him to make an answer, and he does have the tools to do so. For example, countercalling Yumi in the back with Narukami, or doing vice versa with Adachi there. Just slowly chipping at the health values so we're able to get that life lead and force Lon to make more defensive and risky decisions overall.
And Lon is putting Yosuro in a lot of situations where Yosuro will not have an easy time or a free time just trying to employ the usual BZO setups, but I understand what Lon's trying to do. They're trying to bait a burst with just one hit of the wreck up, unfortunately not working out. What the hell?
Yeah, it wasn't enough blocks done to enforce anything there, so is going to be able to get the combo here into potentially a dead character after this, because that is a bad scenario to beat. Wow, just DP's out. My man did not care. Potentially dead? Yeah, let's see Yumi dead for sure. And the Narukami taking a little bit of damage for good measure here. Soro looking really good this game for it. Yep, waiting for that. Gonna build the meter? Okay, yeah, I thought Adachi got hit somehow, but thankfully it was just Narukami and is gonna be able to press 2-3-6C and kill the character.
And I feel like the tail of the tape with these games is just that, like, Yosuro is able to just construct their offense in a way and just honestly like get an early lead on Lon, forcing Lon to play a little more cautious and patient in a lot of aspects, and that really leaves Yosuro up to just freely do some more BZOs and whatnot. But in the games that have Lon has won so far, it's just non-stop oppression, not allowing Yosuro to just achieve that win condition that he so craves.
Yeah, I feel like against a team against this, you really just have to change what you're going to be playing on a dime. And you have the materials to do so. This is a team that is able to change how it wants to play regardless of the situation. Nice push block there. Gonna be able to get the sandwich situation. Nice block on the burst. That's gonna be a lot of damage on this Yumi here. Already looking relatively bad for Lon here. Gonna be put in the BZO mix-up. Nice tech out to avoid any sort of mix, because that is not something you have to worry about if you do not set it up correctly. Gonna be spending the meter here. Yeah, running under as well. Potentially a dead character? No, just played it safe there. Yeah, getting command grab, and now it's a dead character.
Excellent by Yosuro, just taking out this Yumi very early on and still having a very healthy Udachi, but I definitely think this is doable, but level 2 resistance will not make it easy for Lon to try and get something started.
Yeah, especially with movement like that. Recognizing that Lon wants to skip neutral as often as possible, so he is going to be pressing buttons like that. Was not able to get the punish on that JC. Most likely a misinput. Ooh, that was definitely a misinput. And gonna be put in a sandwich situation for his troubles. Oh wow, that's the first time I've ever seen that whiffing like that. Did not go for the unblockable, just wanting to try and force the Narukami to block, and catching him with the 5A, dragging him down with the auto combo, and ending the set 3-1.
Adachi.
I believe it was 3-2.
Was
Yeah,
it
that was
3-2?
3-2. That was 3-2.
I swear it can count. Bro, my brain
You have
is
a
just
good
off
track
today.
record today.
Bro, this is what I get for shitting on everyone this time it's here. It's karma. Oh well.
But a solid work from Yosuro, and yeah, I feel like the name of the game with the way that set went is just that, like a lot of the games that Yosuro did win, it was just he was able to get so many sound situations and really abuse that, and Lon was just not prepared for the most part. But going to our next match, Serene Smile versus Gatorade. I believe a run back from last night's Big 8 as well.
Yeah, this is absolutely a run back. Even the same teams and stages as well.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I don't remember who won that particular set, but it doesn't really matter too much because we're going to be taking the data from that regardless, and we're going to be moving on to this set here. Looking like Cade is trying to fight for his life here, just really wanting Rainy to spend as much of the resources as possible. Gonna be able to get a confirm off of that. Nothing crazy, but it's gonna be enough to take a decent amount of damage on it. And even catching the Kurogane here, putting him all the way into the other side of the corner, building that CC bar. This is looking bad for Cade.
Yeah, this is definitely like how kind of indicative of how things went during the Big 8 yesterday, because it was just either Serene Smile was able to just keep both Gatorade's characters at bay, or Gatorade was just able to just run an offense train on Serene's team. But unfortunately, in this opening game, Gatorade is just struggling to make something happen. And just, you know, Gauntlet Haze is the best move in the game. It's also a movement option. Nice. Love this character.
I don't even have anything to say about that.
I might just have to dance.
It really just do be like that. Since
I mean, as I mentioned in the past with BBTAG, that was definitely a very good example of one of those games where it's like, all right, you know what? I just got blown out. Just go next. I'll try and figure something out in the next game, and hopefully things will work out a little better.
Agreed. I mean, granted, knowing Cade, he's probably just playing for fun right now. I know Gauntlet Hades plus 4P is a genuine movement tactic, especially in this kind of matchup where you do need to move pretty effectively. Almost as effectively as pressing that 4A 3 times and getting exactly no damage for it. Ooh yeah, gonna get that armor hit here, gonna be able to pick up off of the walled 4P. Rachel not responding to this Ragnar whatsoever. Didn't get a pickup? Yeah, a little too far for that. Gonna be body blocking the Carnage Scissors. Cade is just not able to get anything started here. He is being forced to block and slowly being chipped out. It doesn't matter how many resources Rainy is spending because he is just getting obliterated on hit. My man just wants to do one thing and it is evident.
Honestly, that was a pretty Galaxy Brain landing punish, if I do say so, with the George. But unfortunately, yeah, moving on. It's a 1v1. I still believe it's an uphill battle for Cade, especially the level 4 Residence Rachel. And especially with a start like that, this is not looking good for Cade. Choosing violence on wake up, popping Residence with Owen, just trying to get some health back, and it's a one-side situation.
What hit him? Was that JB?
Shoutouts to George.
No, that wasn't George, was it?
I'm pretty sure that was.
Bro, he got hit in the air, like, after DP ran out of invul.
Well,
George does have a hitbox.
Yeah, I know,
He's
but he
coming
was
down.
like, really high in the air. It had to have been anything but George there. There's no way.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to run that back. Okay.
Serene
Yeah.
said it was a JB that connected.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
It
so I
looked-
was right.
All right, you were right. It looked like a George to me. Look, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was George personally.
Oh no, 2000%, you're right. Just like, it just looked jank enough for it to be pretty much anything there. But if this is gonna be anything like how Big 8 went, Cade is just gonna like turn up last second and try and make something happen here now, because he does have to do that. He is in winners, but that's not going to mean anything if we're going to be knocked immediately down to losers. No safe jumps here. Oh yeah, tried to do the reset gimmick here. Thankfully getting an assist punish and not an actual punish on that DP, so we're not going to be taking too much damage for it.
It's honestly still a bit of a detrimental thing, because Ragna is back at full health, and you're still in the corner against a team that's oppressive as this. It is definitely not a fun time for Serene right now. Just yeah, dealing with the stagger pressure, staying solid, excellent DP, and to deal with that gap there. And now Take's in the corner. Hopefully this is Serene's time to get some offense started.
Yeah, he did have the swap out that he needed there, but went back into walled, which surprised me. Not a lot of reason to do that as far as I'm aware, but whatever, as long as he's able to accentuate the advantage, he will be fine. Gonna be able to force Cade to move in such a way to avoid the wall. Oh, didn't get the pick up with the George there. But we are gonna be DPing out. This is already looking a lot better for Cade. The damage on his side is so much better than Rainey's that every little hit that they get is minuscule in comparison to the risk reward that Ragna has on store here. Yep, it's going to be blocking, using the invul of DDD to get out of that situation and take his game, put him on the board.
And as I mentioned earlier, that was just a case in point on basically how these matches go. It's either Serene Smile is just able to keep this team at bay and not let Cade get a chance to get anything started, or Gatorade just runs an offense train on them, and you know, staying alive in this set here, taking one game on the board.
Get ready.
Alright, if... I don't want to jinx anything, but this is definitely how it started last night, so... If Rainey doesn't want to go through some soldier's PTSD here, he's gonna need to start moving about the screen in a little more of an effective way, maybe really capitalizing off the hits he is able to get here. Wow, that 4P hit? that didn't even look like a touch Ragna, but it's all good here. Did not get the confirm off of the 4P, unfortunately. Just gonna be backing him into the corner, doing the command grab, spending as much time as possible to get the assist back. And didn't get the hit.
Excellent DP to get out of the situation. This is Gatorade trying to get some offense started. Cross combo, you're in a sandwich. Excellent defense, yeah. Serene fell for that a couple times because they were probably expecting a Gauntlet Hades, but not this time. But Gatorade's still just trying to get some offense going, and that's a dead wall as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, 2000%. That was an enhanced version as well, so yeah, good luck. And getting tapped on the toes there by the 2A is not a good start in that regard. Gonna be setting up the sandwich here. Probably gonna pop resonance. Oh wow, just threw him. And just gonna be taking the damage here, not getting absolutely blended right now.
Stay solid here, excellent work, and nothing came out. A little odd from Serene Smile, but Gatorade just steamrolling these next two games here.
Yeah. You know, something tells me Cade does this intentionally. Maybe he just wants to make it as exciting as possible for himself by putting himself in a deficit. I don't know. He's the kind of person to do that kind of thing, because I don't think he's doing anything crazy different. He's just applying pressure so effectively that, oh, well, a little more effective than that at least. Gonna be able to pick up with the 4P here and carry them all the way to the corner.
Yeah, Cade, yeah, just not, as you said, not doing too many things different. I would say that if there's one thing he's doing different, he's doing a lot less Gauntlet Hades as a movement option, just playing more solid and honestly working out a lot better for him. I think he's on defense until the end there with the low, but trying to get some things back, and as I mentioned, Gauntlet Hades is a movement option, he does it.
Yeah, just hit him with the cross-up 2C again, and that is going to be a bursted out character. It didn't do too much damage, but the accumulation of it over time is going to really mean something here. Ooh, a little too far, just mashing DP on it. I don't know if he wanted to wake up Phantom Pain. Ooh my god, use the 6P to its fullest effect there. This is all recoverable health, but it is going to be allowing Rainy to set up regardless.
Kid
Get
just
hit
got
by the
his
5th
burst back.
overhead.
Yeah, thankfully got Ragnar back in, but this is still a pretty scary situation to be in, and just Serene Smile just trying to bait the burst over and over again, but just baiting out a DP and getting a bunch of damage. Yeah, this is gonna break 10k.
Well, I mean it did, but it just didn't break 10k in the way that you wanted to. I'd like to think.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but Kate's trying to get the offense started again. All Hades this time, but no active switch unfortunately, and Ragnar's bleeding. Now it's just getting some health back. I'd imagine. Yeah, just get now to win there. Play the 2v2 a little more as much as you can, because especially against a team like this, it is a mountain to climb if you're playing a solo character.
Yeah, it definitely is the priority to keep the character alive as long as possible, and that is not what Serene is going to be doing because they just threw away the Rachel on a silver platter to Cade here. Gonna spend not all of the meter because Kurogane damage is relatively high, and against both of these teams, it is going to be extremely difficult to come back here unless we're going to be able to kill the Rog.
Yeah, I believe that's a dead Ragnar, unless that whiffs. Yeah, unfortunately, a little too far for that. But yeah, Gatorade not scared. Gauntlet Hades is a movement option, and just getting some pressure and some health back from Ragnar, just making this comeback look further and further away for Serene Smile.
Yeah, just baiting the DP, and that is going to be a dead character. Rainy not playing the patient defense game and losing the set as a result. Cade repeating last night verbatim.
Excellent work to Cade, but an extremely strong showing from Serene Smile, especially in those first two games, and just we kind of saw the general game plan of like, yeah, this is how I will keep Gatorade out, but I think when Cade stopped playing with his food a little bit and stopped doing Gauntlet Hades so much as a movement option, it just kind of went downhill for Serene, unfortunately there.
Yeah, I couldn't keep it tight enough in order to keep up the momentum there, and as a result, going to be going down to the loser side of the bracket. But thankfully, they're not out just yet, going to be able to redeem themselves sometime later tonight if they do end up playing again. And we're going to be moving on to our next match, which is going to be... Beezy versus
J-Gotcha
Yosuro.
Beezy versus Yosuro. Also, Mito, you need to play your match in losers.
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys in a moment.
I meant to say that earlier, but they just kept going like immediately. So
All good. I'll head out now.
I will swap in. Also, while we have a little bit of a small rest period, I do want to point out the Matcherino is up and running now. We do have codes there, so Matcherino, or Master Chief will pull up the link to the Matcherino bracket pot, and from there you can contribute via a variety of means, either direct contribution, using the codes to add 25 cents to the pot for free at no cost to you, or also by going to the Matcherino Marketplace, which has works from our good friends over at Kite Books, featuring such titles as Learn a Life in Another World, Shed That Skin, Ryukazaki-san, Uzumator Made His Way to Annoying, Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant, Gotcha Girl Core, My Dad's the Queen of all VTubers, and many more. All of that being in Matcherino Marketplace, portion of the proceeds made there go towards the Matcherino bracket pot. So you get a little bit something extra for your contribution as well. All methods greatly appreciated by us and by the players, and all that being said, that is the Matcherino shill for now. Please do the codes, people.
You know, I'm on the mic tonight, so I can say this. No apple pie if you don't do it.
Alright, but with that being said, we will be good to go with our stream match.
Yeah, Beezy on quite a bit of a tear. And yeah, just being pretty solid here. Yosuro came off of a fresh win on the Blonde Lily earlier, and
Get ready.
yeah, I'm curious to see how Beezy will deal with this team, all things considered.
We'll have to find out because Yosuro definitely does not like holding any sort of defense. Doesn't so you gotta make sure that your offense is tight enough to circumvent whatever he might be pressing, whatever he might be doing. Because I don't know, man. I haven't like as Mito scientifically put it. He needs to fucking block.
Both players just training a little bit at these opening moments in this set here. Excellent 5A there, just to call the hide and get a good amount of damage on them. DP assist, like this is 1.3.
It's a reset, wasn't it?
Reset. Excellent catch, but unfortunately not a full combo. Yosuro just pressing their advantage and just got hit by the JP from the heavens. But yeah, Beezy trying to get some offense started here. Going for the fuzzy, disgusting, but no follow-up, and trying to mash out of there, but just didn't work out. Getting hit by the second hit of that JB there. Yosuro trying to reset back to neutral.
I was gonna say that Beezy was oh my goodness, that converted. But I was gonna say that Beezy was getting a lot of like small hits here and there, but they quickly added up. He could have killed. Well, I mean, you know what? Saving meters, saving resources, and also, I guess, causing Beezy to lose some of his. So, hey, big brain play.
Meter positive. But yeah, Yosuro just content on playing a little bit more of a relaxed game here. You know, Beezy's down a character, letting the resistance timer run out, but Beezy just relentless on the offense so far, getting a good amount of damage on this Adachi.
Getting a super... Oh no, getting a happy birthday too! It's not quite going to be dead for Narukami. Adachi's definitely dead. But yeah, what was looking to be a pretty solid game for Yosuro, well, I was going to say it was looking pretty rough, but with this hit, evening things up to a one-touch situation now for Beezy.
I do believe with the right start, it's also a one-touch situation for Yosuro, but what do we do on this wake up? Oh, unfortunately, unfortunately pressed 4 instead of 5A there. Could have ended the set right there, but yeah, reset back to neutral. Just trying to stay as solid as possible.
Any hit can do it. Any hit can do it on Beezy. Oh, oh, so tense. All right, he's setting up EXEO. Oh yeah. I predicted he was going to try and bait something out, like either a throw or maybe a DP, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. Beezy falling for it, hook, line, and sinker, and Yosuro taking the first game.
Yeah, excellent work. A little bit of a scary situation for Yosuro, especially with the happy birthday, but just able to stabilize it and come out with a win in this first game in this set. So excellent work to them, and you know. Not to discredit Beezy, but, you know, it was also pretty solid in that last game. And just, you know, unfortunately the cards fell as it did, but you still have at least one more game to make up and try to make a statement here.
I still believe in our friendship.
I mean, yeah, it was just the first game. Like, you know, don't beat yourself up too much over it. I mean, granted, like, it was close. Like, it wasn't like it was an unsurmountable climb. And with this start, I mean, you know, that was only like 5k on both characters, but still, I mean, a happy birthday is a happy birthday.
Yeah, and the damage is piling up on Adachi already. Just getting a solid amount of damage on him. Bringing the high just to let Ruby heal in the back a little bit. Try to read the TRM, but the classic battle web below there.
Try to predict like an EXEO or something like that, but whatever the case, getting a good clean hit off on the Narukami, getting that corner positioning and keeping the offense going. Oh my god. Wow. That was so good.
Excellent sequence by Beezy to take down that Narukami right away, and the DP. Unfortunately not going to be able to punish it. Getting whiff punish on, unfortunately, getting a good amount of damage on Ruby. I feel like next touch on Ruby should be death here.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, and there it is. There's that next touch. Just, you know, clipping the ankles and, you know, fry you little brat. Getting her out of there. Yosuro evening this up. But it is res level 4 high. I mean, it doesn't matter if you take the hit or if you block the hit. That chip damage is going to come into play. Unless this combo lasts a little bit too long.
Just looks like it's lasting just enough to where Beezy couldn't maximize it, and getting the cross of JP, and Yosuro taking game 2 in this set here.
And once it was the solo Adachi, it was like pretty much just completely outplaying Beezy at almost every turn. Couldn't get his, yeah, couldn't really stop the momentum coming from Yosuro.
Yeah, and especially with Adachi, you know, I understand, because it's like he's a pretty impressive character, all things considered, and you know, it's it could be a little awkward to get things started, especially provided on how strong and oppressive Adachi's kit can be against the majority of the cast.
If you're scared, you can just stand back and watch.
Same to you, Hyde. You don't have to fight if you're scared of me showing
Hopefully
you.
this doesn't phase Beezy going into this game 3 here, and hopefully they can start surmounting a comeback, but that is yet to be seen.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Counting on you.
Yeah, going a little more patient on the round start this time around, and just trying to stay solid. Excellent work using the funny 2B from Adachi. Getting started here, getting a solid combo in the corner. What's for breakfast? More mids and a burst. And unfortunately, you used Narukami 2B, and that's putting you in the corner, sir.
Yeah, just, oh no!
Unfortunate.
But not really much of a punish, though, coming from Yosuro, so I guess it worked out, in a sense, for Beezy.
Beezy still has a pretty sizable life lead, but Yosuro just getting a couple picks here and there, trying to make something happen. Trying to get some offense started on Beezy's end, and yeah, unfortunately getting opened up with a 5B there. Get some offense started, but yeah, excellent work. Just being able to get a full punish with that Zeo card there, and we're back in the corner.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
Keep it burst safe. Yeah, not even having to use a meter, but corpse kicking. We're not playing Tekken here, Yosuro, and you're not getting any meter for that either. Zeo in Beezy's face, but yeah, popping resonance. Just trying to make something happen with his level 4 and with as much time as he can, but yeah, it doesn't look too good for Beezy here.
I thought that was going to be a full conversion, actually, from Yosuro.
This is definitely still doable for Beezy with the right starter and with that drop as well. But anyway, Yosuro going up 3-0 over Beezy in winter semis here.
On the winners finals to face off against Gatorade, so we do have that already secured, but with all that being said, all that figured out, we will be finally moving down into the loser side of the bracket, and that will be our first match of losers top 8, which will be True Care versus Lon Lily.
Yeah, Lon passing the controller to Ron Rose, just sticking with the Yumi probably for the entire night. Doesn't want to think about anything, and you know, at this point, it's honestly a mixed bag on what True Care will bring us tonight. Will they stick with their main team? Will they do something different? We'll have to see when they get here.
And Midori is still playing his matches in loser side, so we'll be off the comms for a little bit longer. I say that, and then like he's probably gonna make some like fantastic like, I don't know, like losers sweep all the way up to like losers finals.
Jinx it now. As we wait for True Care to get here. Yeah, Lon, unfortunately it was a 3-2 in Yoso's favor when they were playing a winner's side, but you know, excellent showing and showing a lot of proficiency with this team and just what the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
Oh,
Well, it's certainly a team. I mean, it's not a team that we expected, but I mean, it's certainly a team.
True Care, are you trying to win the hearts of the commentators right now? Okay, never mind. You're just trying to win the heart of me, I suppose.
Get ready.
I mean, if RSN was here, he'd definitely be winning his heart, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But sadly, that is not currying favor with the current group on the commentary booth right now.
I've got your
But
back.
regardless,
So let's do this
going to be going into it with
Very well.
this
Then we have an
team.
agreement.
I don't think we've seen this team before from True Care, like, at all.
No, I mean, I'd like to believe that True Care essentially, to a much lesser degree of characters of players like Puns or Kiyomi, that they main the entirety of the cast. Because they do come out with some eccentric teams every now and then. You know, we have seen some stuff like Hazuma Hakumen from them, but yeah, not exactly working out too great in these opening parts of the set.
Absolutely. I mean, still, Linne's still fine, and also getting some damage as well, and getting hit. But yeah, so far, I mean, I'd say it's not working out.
It's definitely putting a lot of work. Before this combo, the life totals were relatively even, but unfortunate. That's a dead non-combo. Just kidding.
Should have been.
Yeah, but,
Should have been. But unfortunately, yeah, going to be having a second chance of life. Unfortunately, that Labras is not going to be getting the same fortune. And yeah, with this hit, I mean, if this combo doesn't drop, this should be a dead Linne as well.
We're just going to enhance super into a DT, and game one should be going too long.
I thought he did that a little too early and like missed a couple hits.
Oh no, he definitely missed a couple hits on there, but it wasn't enough to make a difference. And yeah, unfortunate drops by True Care, but yeah, Lon able to take the first game in this set.
I don't imagine True Care is going to stick with it. I mean, also, this is the loser's side. Like, this is definitely... I saw a Celica. This is definitely... This is definitely a pick. Okay, he's hearing us. There's no way he's not hearing us.
So you're trying to win the hearts of both of us. I see.
There's like as soon as I saw this, I was like, he had to have heard what we said prior to the first game. There's no way.
Right.
I respect it. I respect it. You know, granted, I will be judging, very much so, because it is Ragna, but I respect it. Let's see what you got.
You know, I'm looking for some more combo material for BBTAG Bash, and I will say the same thing I said earlier. Impress me.
Honestly, I likewise, same thing on my end.
Excellent
Already
5v.
very good. That was a very good 5v, I will admit. Very good. Good grab to catch the landing. Go ahead.
Excellent offense being employed so far by True Care. I think we're giving him a subconscious buff, unfortunately.
Oh! I'm surprised. Oh my goodness. I respect that decision as well for the EX Scythe. I mean, granted, it didn't work, but I was like, you know what? I've seen it somehow work enough times to be like, yeah, go for it. Ooh, just a little bit too late, it seems, on the You know that does happen. That does indeed happen with some bursts.
Yeah, unfortunately for Lon, but try and get some offense started here. Definitely want his Yoko there, and might lose you for it, but oh no, just kidding. Yeah, it's all up to Celica here. Not getting a good amount of hits, a lot of straight 5Js working out. JC, yes. That's what I'm talking about, but yeah, Wake Up Super not working out.
Oh no, and that's going to be dead. Look, I do also respect the decision to do that from Lon, but you had to understand, yeah, it may have some whiff recovery, but it's quicker than you think.
Yeah.
For Celica Super.
And especially on whiff, where it's not like super obvious. Like for like if you block that super, it's kind of obvious where it's like you have like a little bit of block spin, then you can just run the other side and punish Celica pretty swimmingly. But the fact that he wasn't able to even be in range of that and just and True Care just completely whiffed that super, was able to get a little more grace period and that's what got him the game, unfortunately.
Very well. Then we have an agreement.
I feel like, granted, I do feel like if that did hit block, we were probably going to see a DHC from True Care.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, True Care, ever since they swapped his team, they've just been going absolutely wild with it.
I mean, look, it's a respectable decision. I'm not gonna lie, considering who they're playing. All Hades. Oh, 5C.
Plus frames on the 5C. You pressed 4P, you fool. All right, but yeah, True Care just getting a good amount of damage, but
what happened?
Nothing good.
Wake up, grab, and yeah, just going to be getting some hits. Unfortunate. Well, I mean, picks up after. What? I don't even know what I looked at. All I know is that was weird. That was wild. That's not going to hit, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too far away for that.
That super isn't too great, but it's not like super awful in terms of recovery, especially at full screen. Yeah, Lon trying to get some offense start. Excellent defense on the JC there. 5P knocking Yumi out. No more cross combo for Lon, and going to be not losing our coming for this. And oh my god, what the hell is going on here?
There is so much happening. There's so much spaghetti. There's so many drops. I don't know anymore. Just wake up, grab.
Yeah, it's been working out super well for 2K, but unfortunately drop on that combo. And just calling out with the laser there. Just jumping around the DP and True Care going up 2 games in this set.
Celica Ragna working out for him.
I'm just sticking with it. Not looking to switch off. Head empty. Just move on to the next game and just hopefully things work out a little better for next time.
Like that's all you can do, right? Just kind of dust yourself off. Just like kind of think about, okay, what could be done different. But ultimately, yeah, I mean that's how it is.
And Lon trying to employ the spirit of Celica by doing JC with an assist, but unfortunately not working out. True Care just having an answer for it right away. Going to be sent to this corner, not being sent into this corner. You press 4P again.
Get punished.
Yeah.
I can't believe that hit. JC? That's Ragnar? You're a nut. You're absolutely insane. But whatever. It's a punish option, JC. I don't know. I don't know what True Care is doing, but whatever the case may be, getting good damage so far. Dropping combo though, not able to get the kill. Yeah, that assist actually did mess up his punish opportunity on that Carter Scissors.
Yeah, just the past couple seconds of just a scramble, and Lon Lily just trying to make sense of everything and just getting hit with the 5 BBP. And One-side situation left for True Care's Ragnar here. Once for breakfast, foray into your face. But all up to solo Celica.
Super. Yep.
And get a bunch of damage, and Celica is enhanced, so some better options on the moves. But yeah, just back to enhanced. In enhanced again, not enhanced. Alright. I think Celica's party time is over, unfortunately, but Lon stabilizing the situation.
5-meter. Oh, what? Really?
Trying to use the laser to just try and call her, unfortunately, but it doesn't look like the case here, and I don't think this will kill, but it'll get very close. Oh wait, no, that's how.
Oh no, it's absolutely dead, yeah. I was gonna say, forgetting about the active swap? Absolutely.
Are you hurt?
Yeah, excellent work from Lon, just stabilizing that scramble of a set ever since True Care switched to the Celica Ragna. And
Drew Care's just pushing buttons. I respect it. Again, this is a team that very much favors that, considering both Ragna and Celica. But I don't know. I'm imagining maybe a character swap at this point, just to like kind of keep Lon on their toes.
yeah, looks like they're thinking about it. Choose wisely, True Care.
Maybe True Care was like the GC Yoshi?
The spirit of GC Yoshi has descended upon us today. This is not something I expected, but as I mentioned before, maybe not to the degree of Kiyomi or Pun and Duns, but I want to say True Care is in that bracket of they essentially made the entire cast.
I've got your back, so let's do this together.
I don't know. I don't know about this, but we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Just a little bit of insult to injury, we are getting DMCA because Endgazer is playing.
Oh no. Can't wait for the VOD to be muted.
Yeah, this team not working on the slightest, and it all started with that V-slash punish that Lon was just super ready for. Keeping the pressure in the corner here.
Oh my god, what a combo too.
Nice
And yeah,
awareness
going to
from
be
Lon.
going to be keeping that. Oh, that, yeah, I feel like that was meant to be an active swap of some kind. I'm surprised that hit.
Yeah, getting hit. That does have a slightly bigger hitbox than the rest of the 5As in that sequence from Blitzsync, but it's not going to matter too much at this point. Blitzsync will be going down with his DHC here. It's all up to solo Yosuke.
I mean, it's Yosuke. It's Res level 2. I mean, Yosuke has definitely pulled some comebacks. Like, wow, that was an unfortunate circumstance for True Care to have that moonsault end up that way. Not quite going to be dead. Setting up, well, tried to set up a sandwich situation, but unfortunately wasn't able to pick up off the EX-Zeo.
And then active switch Beezy, Beezio card will be sealing it for Lon. Moving on into lose size bracket, True Care will be bowing out here.
I that last like few seconds was just like, what do I even say? Like it was just buttons being pressed.
Excellent work to Lon. We'll be moving on, and it looks like they will be going up against Serene Smile next. But what do we have up next, Chief?
We will be having our next losers top 8 match for round 3, which is Critical Existence Failure versus Midori.
Getting Midori back on the board with a Ragna Gordo. This is
I saw what was happening. I saw what was happening in the Discord chat between him and Hachi. It sounded like shenanigans were at play. So, yeah, I'm not surprised by the Ragnar Gordo there.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's you know, a bunch of friendly brain rot between two friends at this point.
I can understand it. But
To this next game here, Midori sticking with the team that I mentioned earlier tonight with the Narukami Hide. I think this is like a more stable and a little more of a solid team as compared to Weiss, but I feel like Weiss is just more of a like a comfort pick for Ito, but this game is
New Hide's definitely a team that we've seen from Midori. What a backdash on that. Wow, I don't know what to think, but it's crazy that like he's able to navigate things right now with this Narukami, putting CEF in the corner. Not able to beat the burst though.
yeah, criticals is failure. Just trying to pepper in a couple things and getting. I'd imagine they got crossed up on that V slash and got opened up, but oh, that would have been super smart by critical to fail, but just not working out and losing the kanji for it.
Unfortunate, but I mean, as you said before, you know what? Never mind. I'll save that for next game. I was gonna say, as we've seen before from CEF, it is the Yosuke I mentioned that we've seen make comebacks like this, but before I could even get a sentence in, got clipped, and Midori gonna be taking the first game.
And like especially in the latter parts of that set, Midori just did a really good job at denying critical existence failure a chance to even get started, because a lot of CEF's games are pretty much contingent on that and just putting you in that blender once he gets started.
Absolutely.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Excellent snipe on that outside, but yeah, Midori just ready for it, just piling on the pressure. As mentioned before, just not letting critical existence failure get anything started, and just going on a tear right now. But you got command grab. You try to save jumper grab. But this
Foolish
could be,
mistake.
and this could be CEF's chance to get things started, and it's pretty evidently that that B train is setting
Stop.
off.
It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Look at that. What happened to Narukami? He couldn't get to play after that.
Excellent pickup and a solid combo by Midori, just trying to stabilize a couple of things. A very healthy hide for him, but just yeah, you're getting put in a same situation, getting crossed up, and yeah, I hope you know which way to tech.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like Mito's definitely seen that enough times to be like, okay, I know what you're trying to do.
Excellent DP to get off in. Excellent mobility use there just to avoid that dive grab, but not going to be working out. As long as CF doesn't drop this, should be game 2 going over to him.
Just keeping it simple, keeping it easy, and going to be getting the kill. And yeah, that's tying it up. 1-1.
One in the set here, and as I mentioned before, game 2 starts just yeah. If you let CF get started, 1, it is very hard to get out, and 2, you might have just put the nails in your own coffin there, to be honest.
Get ready!
Well, the Kanji definitely doesn't have a hammer, but he's got like to, you know, hammer in those nails. But he's got a chair that's like pretty much good enough.
Yeah. You know, not exactly the right tool for the job, but it'll get the job done. CF just mashing out there. Excellent punish. Trying to go for some sauce, but unfortunately not working out for Midori, but not too much of a detriment so far for them. But
What's that Yosuke? I do respect the EX attempt to sort of like, I guess, kind of close the distance, but it just wasn't enough. That was Midori's game.
Yeah, and I think especially like from this game, Midori just kind of understands, yeah, I have to weather the storm by just not letting critical existence failure get an opportunity at all to get his game plan started, and Yeah, critical is his failure. Yeah, just going right into it. It's he's going buck wild in that game.
I mean, yeah, it's just like once you get put in a situation, it's really hard to get out of it when it comes to CEF because he's got like, we saw what happened during that second game with the Narukami. He was just like, he died. He couldn't get a chance to get out. So yeah, Mito's definitely, like, at least in that previous game, definitely had the right approach and already getting some momentum with this corner carry.
Oh, excellent stagger pressure by Midori, but yeah, just super on point with everything that's been going on. Getting this burst punish as well, getting a good amount of damage on Kanji. Yeah, and cognizant of the wake up command grab, but unfortunately a dropped situation, and you better hope that this is not the beginning of a terrible situation, and it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that should be a dead. Yeah, not. Oh. Okay. Well, whatever the case, I was gonna say it should be a dead Yosuke, but it's not either. So, did I commentator's curse twice? Well, whatever the case may be, Yosuke is actually going down.
This is such a mountain to climb for Critical Resist failure, but this could be the start of the climb to Mount Everest for him. Not quite dead, but going to be very close. What's for breakfast?
Wow, that was the read and a half that DF was trying to do.
You guys weren't half bad
And
yourself.
unfortunately, not working out for CEF. That is going to be game, set, match for Midori, taking the set 3-1.
Midori moving on through this losers run, and and a valiant effort. First game, unfortunately it went down to losers, but just going on a tear so far. And looking at this bracket here, we will be getting that run back from round 1.
That is true, but not right now. We do have another match lined up, and it will be Serene Smile versus Lon Lily.
Yeah, moving on to the losers quarters. Serene Smile. I don't believe I've seen them play any other team, but I'd imagine they'll stick with it. And Lon has used Orie Yukiko against Serene Smile, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it did work out at least in one set against them. But no, Lon just sticking with it this time. Ron Rose is like, no, I got this tournament. Just sit back and let me play.
Yeah, just going right into it. Didn't even have much of a chance to do other things for this bracket. Yep, all right. Serene already off to a good start.
Trying to get some pressure started. Good time to burst, just to try and alleviate the storm and get some damage on this Waltzing here. An excellent TRM read. Going into the corner. What do we have for us? Good DP, putting Narukami in the corner, but yeah, just active switch out and excellent burst by Serene Smile. Just try and get the pressure going, get this Rachel in here, back to the ball scene. Nice 3.2k on the Yumi here, and I'm just trying to get just making a valiant effort, just to try and deny this Rachel any form of getting started here.
Oh, unfortunate DP.
Yeah, that 6P
Almost
coming in
an
so
extra
clutch.
Oh yeah, 6B's definitely doing a lot of work for Rainy right now. And hopefully it stays that way. Oh no, dropping the 2-1-4B, not going to be able to confirm it. Putting himself in a sandwich situation though. Nice anti-air. Going to be able to clutch out the combo here. Maybe?
Oh,
No.
this will kill, yeah.
Plus though. Smile.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, at certain height with that Rachel Slipper, it's basically plus fur, which is totally acceptable.
I don't think that's the case outside of Resonance. Like, if she was plus, it was probably maybe +1. I want to say that Lon recovered in the air and he just accidentally land canceled the JA and then tried to press 5A upon landing. Maybe that's the case and he just wasn't able to pick up off of it, but either way, it worked out better for Rainy there. And we're going to be moving on to, excuse me, round 2. Excuse me, I'm a little disoriented.
That's all right. You've been gaming and you've immediately been thrown back into the commentator's booth, so it's all right.
I appreciate the concern on your side. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the neutral here. Yeah, Lon just trying to avoid this George at all costs, does not want to block this character. Thankfully was able to wait it out and is gonna be able to deal with that, but is gonna take damage as a result though. Yeah, even more here. Not gonna get a full confirm, but is going to be able to set up more Lobelias and just continuously keep both of these characters out, slowly chip them out. Nice confirm on Rainy's part is what I would have said if he actually finished the combo, but it's okay. He has Podge syndrome ×2. If Podge wasn't around today, I'd call him Podge number 2, but except he plays the better grappler. Anyway, Lon Lily throwing out some 236Cs here, putting himself in the corner situation, dead character. Oh no, press 2C there instead, so wasn't going to be able to kill the Yumi, but this is still a precarious situation to be in regardless.
Quick with the low there, and yeah, it's just oppression session by Serene Smile so far, and yeah, getting put in another stab situation. George is incoming, but an excellent DP, hitting on both sides, working out so well for Lonnie, but this is a tall mountain to climb for solo Yumi here, and getting clipped by that jam session there, unfortunately.
Oh wow, oh he is swinging on that George. I have never seen someone so aggressive regarding that. And using the B follow-up to the Rekka quite a few times there. Yeah, just gonna get caught by the 4P, and that is gonna be 2-0 for Serene right here. Lon on his last... Yeah, on his last legs. Had to quickly make sure they were in losers again.
Yeah, and what I've noticed from Serene is that, like, they employ the cat and mouse game in such a terrifying fashion, and honestly, like, they're not sticking to one role. Like, depending on which character's on screen, they can fluctuate between the two, and it's either way, it's just terrifying to deal with. You know, just having to chase down the Rachel, or even just applying the pressure of Rachel. Just Lon is just struggling to find an answer, unfortunately.
Yeah, at best, Rachel is a meter sink because you never want her on top of you, but yet simultaneously, if she's too far, you're never in your effective range, so it's really difficult to maneuver. But apparently not for Lon, because we're just going to be doing the tried and true neutral skip here. Going to be able to pick up with the 4A. That JC doing a lot of work for Lon right now. Going to be able to kill the Rachel off in a single sequence. Fantastic, clean stuff from him there. Potentially going to be able to end the wall, but no, just going to be going into the unburstable combo here. Nice safe jump. Ooh, tried to TRN, I think? At least that's what I thought that throw was, otherwise I don't really get what he was going for, but is going to be punished for it regardless, carry to the other corner because Yumi Rekka combo. Smile.
Still in the corner. Excellent defense by Serene Smile, but getting that JC punish, and I don't believe this will be a kill, but it's going to be very close, and just Lon spending a little extra meter to bring Serene Smile into the corner. See the corner, same side, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Same side, cross-up, overhead that's also safe on block, I think?
Let's see. Okay, cross-up, same side, ending overhead, that's safe on block. There we go. But
Why is ending in there? What does that mean?
combo ender, I suppose, for most people.
I mean, I guess?
Look.
Sure. I can see where you're coming from with that. But either way, Lon is going to be able to put himself on the board here. Not out just yet, making Rainy fight for this position into losers finals, semifinals, excuse me. As we move on to this next round here, I think Rainy just needs to keep it more solid. We've seen that what he's been doing has been working, so he just needs to keep it as simple as possible. Make sure that he isn't fumbling anything. And it looks like we're gonna be starting off pretty well with that. Just okay. Was that the M?
I think that was just a power play there. Just
oh,
like,
he was
hey,
waiting for something.
Yeah, just come at me. But yeah, Serene's Smile getting their game plan started, and you know, employing the cat and mouse style that I mentioned earlier, and just pressure session. But this is Lon's chance to get a couple things started. Raw super not going to work out, but it will be assist punish and a little bit of an awkward situation, and not going to get much of a punish either.
Yeah, that punish really was unfortunate because that would have meant the absolute destruction of one of the characters, or at the very least putting them in a situation that they would not be comfortable with. And speaking of not comfortable with, Rainy is really letting this wall go. He is not scared to throw out that assist in the slightest, regardless of how much health it actually has. Gonna be swapping into him regardless of that. Gonna be losing the character for that decision, not exactly panning out in his favor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all up to solo Rachel. It's definitely doable, especially with level 4 resistance, but I think Lon is starting to figure out and understand just how to navigate around this team and just keep the pressure on and not let Rachel get anything started.
My man is pressing the lows. He said, no mix-up here, you gotta block. Speaking of blocking though, Lon is doing just that, being able to escape the situation and end in his combo regardless. Nice stuff to Lon. You're going to be able to swap out the Narukami and potentially get some of that red health healed back up. Not going to call him for a little while, let the Yumi do all of the work. It's going to make it a little more difficult to navigate the neutral, but it is going to be beneficial in the long game regardless, because there is no resonance on the clock here. This is as much health as Rachel's going to get, and as long as there's games to play here, it is going to be pretty difficult for Rainy to clutch this round up. Not with situations like that. I'm going to be able to move down, did get the hit, but didn't confirm off of it. Both these characters really low right now, and Rainy also one hit away from dying. Gonna have to play it safe here. Nice DP, recognizing that Lon has been going for a lot of the same options recently. And this is really tense for both characters here. Nice DP, just anti-airing the character over and over again. Sandwiched between two Georges. Tried to TRM, was a little too far. This is really looking bad for either side here. Did get a punish on the Lobelia, and that is gonna be game 5, folks. Lon clutching it out with a relatively healthy Narukami.
Yeah, it was just absolutely looking terrifying for Lon ever since he lost to Yumi, but just able to stabilize and able to navigate around that, especially on the incoming with the two Georges, that terrifying situation that could have led to his death, but keeping it solid here and evening up the score.
Get ready!
It is always nice to see 5 game sets. We love to see as many games as possible, and we are going to be contemplating how Rainy wants to think about this, because they were playing tight. Like, a lot of what they were doing was pretty solid. They were answering on defense about as well as they could have. It was more so just the weird calls of Wall, not really caring for his health whatsoever. Yeah, just gonna keep it burst safe here. Accidentally buffered a command grab. Ooh, what a confirm. Nice stuff to Lon, recognizing that he wasn't going to be able to pick up with a button and pressed that instead. Yeah, just holding the assist, not going to get away with it this time.
Keeping the pressure up. What's for breakfast? An overhead, and he blocked it. Excellent work. But trying to get the pressure going. Both cross combos are on screen, but Yumi did get swatted out, unfortunately. DP unblockable and almost led to a combo, thankfully for Lon. But yeah, there's a ton of red health being left to recover for you, so Lon is pretty content on leaving Yumi on the screen for quite a bit. Just trying to get a couple things started, and a happy birthday to start off. This could be a dead wall as Aerial Rave doesn't drop.
Yeah, looks like it did not, and that is going to be a dead wall yet again. Rainy is putting his character up for debate and not allowing anything to go off. Nice 236C to stop the momentum there, but unfortunately did not allow the second one to go. Tried to confirm off of the hit here, got the air DP, and Rainy is trying to get out of the situation, spending all of the wind meter here. Just going to be setting up as many Lobelias as possible, does not want to have anything happen here. Putting Lon in the corner, getting as much damage as possible. Oh, going to get DP'd here into the Oki. Nice block on the cross up here. This is a life or death situation for Rainy. Ooh, fantastic defense. Even techs the throw after as well.
So by Serene, just trying to get some pressure started and getting opened up with a low there. I don't think this will be a dead Yumi unless Lon decides to burst, but a reset working out so well, and it's looking advantageous for Serene so far, and a grab. I don't know if this will be it.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna set up a neutral here. Gonna be trying to force something as much as possible. Ooh, gonna be getting a good amount of damage here. This is definitely not death, but with how much meter Lon has to work with, this is going to be really difficult to navigate. Just gonna be going as far as possible. Lon trying to escape in the air. Did not want to deal with the George. Push blocking immediately. Yeah, Rainy has almost no resources to work with. Just gonna be DPing out of the plus frames, not worrying about it whatsoever.
Extremely brave. Both players have no meter right now, but Rampage side is coming up in right about now. Hurry up! But the DPN line, unfortunately, for Serene landed just in time, and Lon will be bowing out here, and Serene moving on in this loser side.
However, that is nothing to scoff at. It is easily one of the most tense set we had tonight. Fantastic stuff to Lon. Going out in, I want to say 5th? That should be 5th, right?
That is 5th place, yes.
Okay, yeah, cool. Still, making top 8 is always a nice thing, and Lon showing that he still has it, despite taking somewhat of a small break beforehand. And, yeah, Rainy going to be sitting in semifinals.
Yeah, seems like up next will be you'll be getting your run back, Midori.
Okay.
Godspeed, soldier.
I'll be back.
Right, there he goes. And yeah, going to be J Gotcha Beezy versus Midori. And yeah, as said before, this is a run back from what we saw earlier tonight, from winners round 1 actually. So as we saw, Beezy barely scraping by with a 3-2 victory. But let's see if history repeats itself or if things will change. Midori definitely choosing once again a different team. This time with the Narukami Adachi.
Another form of violence, might I add, as compared to the game Carmine that they had earlier. But yeah, Midori just keeping the offensive in his opening sets, but unfortunately with 2B, but not too much of a. Did he?
I don't know. Whatever the case, it wasn't punished, so you know what? It worked.
Yeah. Pressure up. Looks like they tried to go for command grab, but unfortunately, Beezy timed that 5B just enough to where Beezy. We're trying to keep the pressure up. Excellent throw break by Beezy. Beezy trying to get their own offense started.
Not quite able to get much started, unfortunately, with that either. That should be dead. Well, a keyword was should. Unfortunately, not quite going to be a dead Ruby. Also, yeah, not going to be a dead Adachi either. We'll be getting the active swap. Yeah, we'll be getting the active swap to swap Ruby out, get some of that life back. That is a safe jump.
It's plus enough.
Hey, if it works, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Working out, but yeah, a little bit of a risky call in the. I'm surprised that EX don't think.
I can't believe that 4-8 worked. That was insane. Well, go ahead.
Midori just getting away with murder during this set so far. Not quite killing the hide.
JC, you know, we've seen it time and time again. Unfortunately, not working out this time. Not quite going to be a kill on the Narukami, but going to be basically one hit, he's dead. Ooh, very nice pickup on that. Yeah, should be going into cross comp. No, wait. Well, I probably wouldn't have killed anyway, so maybe that decision was fine.
Yeah, and yeah, Midori just staying extremely solid and taking the first game there. And honestly, from what I've seen of Midori this entire night is that they have just been going for the ankles the entire night. They have told several people in the games that we've seen, hey, check those shoes out. I hope you save the Reti because you gotta return them because I'm stomping on them.
Shoes? They're scuffed. What? No, they're not. It checks you. Now they are.
Yeah. Excellent push block into a punish against Ruby, but a good burst by Beezy, just trying to get some offense started, but DP's back and forth. We do not want to block here.
I was honestly expecting a DP in response from Mito, like after that, but whatever the case, getting some good damage on this hide. Unfortunately, not quite able to finish off the combo, but you know what? It's fine. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's the cross combo version, so he doesn't really get a pickup on it from counter hit, but I mean that's still 7k. Oh no!
Unfortunate drop, and as long as Beezy doesn't drop this combo, that will be a dead Adachi. It's all to solo you, but it's very healthy. But yeah, it's one-time situation for Beezy for both of his characters.
Wondering what was going on Mito's end, because it didn't seem like that should have. Oh no! Super whiff, going to be losing the character, and evening things out. Oh no!
Oh, not quite. Shadow of a Wukin and not working out, and the ballsy DP and getting punished. What is going on here tonight? Another JC. I respect it. Another JC.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. Yep. Again, it's too far, but it's also too quick. Like to punish. I did not agree with that decision to do pedal burst at all.
I mean, a valiant effort, and it feels like in that situation it's one of the only things you can do. But yeah, not working out for Beezy, and Mito going up 2 games in this set here.
And can I just say that it was like we mentioned in the previous set they had that Mito's somewhat of a more patient play style, but we saw him do like 3 JCs in a row.
I think at this point it's just that like he's unlocked this nihilistic version of himself where he doesn't care about his life totals and is just going the hell in.
Also 3 Narukami DPs that we've seen that weren't punished.
A little uncharacteristic of Beezy.
Oh, this one's punished though. Damn. What is happening? We got to Mandala from that far? Oh my god. Yeah, Mito, it doesn't seem like he cares. He's just going balls to the wall.
Wake up 2d6C not working out, and Beezy will be taking their first game in this set.
Then stay down.
Alright, currently it is 2-1 Mito's favor. They are on set point. Will Beezy be able to make the reverse sweep and make the same result as last time between these two? We'll have to see. It is a mountain to climb, but it's not insurmountable.
You know, no disrespect to Mito, but if they continue to play like that, then it does look like more and more of a fighting chance for Beezy.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
It does look that way, but looks can be deceiving.
Sorry for violent.
I no comment. What? Just stood there, not doing anything. Beezy having a little bit of mercy, but going right back into it immediately. That's a dead Narukami. What is happening?
Mito trying to keep the pressure up against the very healthy Ruby and Hyde, and the anti-air 5e working out. This could be the start of something beautiful for Mito.
And with the raw Zio, yep. don't know about that DP at all, especially whenever you saw the push block happen, but I mean, hey, he's not dead.
And Mito getting a lot of the pressure started with this with a bunch of these JBs, and not quite going to be a dead Ruby, but it's going to be very close. And it's just Beezy's just gonna have to play the solo game for quite a bit with this solo hide, but he might lose him here. Not quite, actually. Heat Riser buff is active. JB.
Oh, now it's not active. DP from, oh no, just a 2B. Going to be getting hit, gonna get the pickup. Is that gonna be enough? It should. Oh, just barely. Just like that pixel was holding on for dear life. Dear life, but Beezy able to snap the rope that it was holding on to and get the kill, tying it up 2-2.
Yeah, excellent work for Beezy so far, and yeah, just a little bit of a fortunate situation here and there for Mito, but hopefully they can stabilize it here, and
I gotta say, I'll be honest, this is very uncharacteristic of Mito's usual playstyle. So he's just doing what he can, making things quick. Whether that's quick in his favor or quick in Beezy's favor, well, we're seeing. Tried to bait out the DP, unsuccessful though.
Such a situation for Midori getting put in this corner. What's the mix? Same situation for no cross combo, so can't really employ anything, but a good 2-way from Mito working out super well for them. Excellent combo with them.
Oh yeah, going to be canceling that into super, punishing the burst. Not quite going to be getting too much off of it. Cross slash is not like Adachi's, thank goodness, but still just putting the Ruby on life support.
Yeah, now we're seeing the shades of Mito that we've known them for. Just complete offense and just like playing really patient here. Good cross up, but unfortunately no pickup.
That was honestly, yeah, that was the play to make, because it didn't matter what happened, that was going to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just Beezy just had to decide right there which character he wanted to die, and it was he's leaving it all up to Hyde in this comeback here.
Unfortunately, Hyde doesn't look like he's going to be able to do enough. Going down for the count, and Midori getting the run back, getting revenge, and taking the set 3-2.
Excellent work by Midori, moving on, getting their revenge in a close set this time round. We'll be moving on to fight Serene Smile in loser semis.
Alright, but yep, with that, we do have our top 4 lined up. Gatorade and Yosuro on the winner's side of the bracket in winners finals, and Serene Smile and Midori on loser's side, loser's semifinals. So we'll be seeing how this all plays out shortly. Reminder though, there is a Matcherino in effect for tonight's bracket. Exclamation point, Matcherini or Master Chief will bring up the, well, I mean, you're seeing the link in multiple different fashions in Twitch chat, but I'm putting it up again for you all. There, go there. Many different forms of contribution that you can make towards tonight's bracket pot. Either direct contributions, claiming the codes there on the sidebar. We still have 40 codes left, folks. 39 now. All right, somebody heard me. But yes, we still have a lot of codes available left to claim. So please, if you can, it just takes a few seconds to do it. And that is a free 25 cents to add to the pot. Also, the Matrino Marketplace featuring works such from our good friends over at Chitin Books, such as Alone in Life in Another World, Shed That Skin Rikazaki-san, Uzumade made his way to Annoying, Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant, That's the Queen of All VTubers, Gacha Go Core, and many more as well. Any purchase made there will go toward a portion of the purchase will go towards the Matrino Bracket pot, and you'll get a little something extra for your purchase in the form of one of these great works. So, all methods of contribution are greatly appreciated by us and by the players. Thank you very much for your support, and we're looking forward to how this top 4 plays out.
I'm so glad I joined when I did. I didn't have to do the Maturino shill. Let's go!
You're lucky. You're lucky.
We'll
Alright,
put that in your tab for next time.
Don't worry, I'll pay by donating to the pot. But yeah, either way, the best donation we could possibly make is the one with the fantastic games here in this next set between Cade and Soro. This is a classic, honestly. I don't think anything needs to be said about these, just like it was earlier with Podge and your boy Hachi. Same shit, honestly. How do you feel about it, E30?
I remember this was a common sight, I want to say like a couple months ago, and you know, honestly, it's a back and forth because we just have both these players that are just super reckless on offense, and it's just nice seeing the same philosophy clash.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Whereas Cade is a little more calculated about it, Soro takes advantage of the... How do I want to put that? I guess I'll say chaotic manner that he likes to go about things. But when it comes to Oki, obviously both of them are relatively solid with it. But playing the game normally, in terms of like actually doing anything on defense and all the like, Soro is definitely a lot more of a wild card, and that makes him a lot more difficult to deal with. But thankfully it's working out in his favor here, is what I would have said if that kept going, but is going to be able to push block, mash on the pressure here, and reverse the situations. Even reversing the corner combo too.
Excellent TRM by Gatorade, and yeah, just I feel like it's, especially with this team, it's just the name of the game for Gatorade, where it's just if you let him get his offense started, he will take a mile.
Yeah, speaking of. Nice reaction on Cade's part, not gonna get command grabbed here and lose the character. We are going to be losing some health on Adachi though, because that was one hell of a conversion on Cade's part. But let's see if it actually leads to something right here, right now, into this corner. Nice push block away, gonna be able to mash on the assist, same as Cade did earlier. Tried to shark him out, but this may potentially be a dead character.
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah.
meter?
I don't think they can build a meter in time, but yeah, just going to try and get as much damage on this front as possible. Just get Gatorade something to think about, and you know, see if he can make him flinch, and just opening Gatorade up with a throw. It's all up to solo Kurogane now.
Yeah, and right off of that, it already looks a lot better. Gonna let the Adachi heal a little bit here, is what I would have said if he did not call it like that. Just gonna be DPing once again. Did not get the follow-up, so he was not able to do anything off of it. Gonna be swapping Adachi? Yeah, there it is. DPing out this time, not letting Cade control the pace of the neutral, not allowing him to do anything for that matter. Gonna get a full confirm here, potentially death. No, dropping it again. Ooh, wow, just not doing anything on his Oki there, not even trying to meaty. And that is going to be a potentially dead character depending on if he gets hit with this mix-up here. Oh no, did not get the confirm!
We can use some of that plot armor, but we are in Rampage time now. Gatorade could just simply use more EX slash kites as much as they want with this meter buildup, but let's see. Counter hit, excellent work. Try to read the the burst, but Yosuro not flinching surprisingly, and able to take this game 1 here.
Yeah, that was interesting because something a lot of Kuroganes do whenever they are trying to reset is like dash cancel the Phantom Pain into another, because that's air unblockable and it's much more difficult to catch. After you dash cancel it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it always goes in the direction of the opponent's tech, So it's a lot easier to deal with than it would be if you were just trying to react with DP there. And since Kurogane's DP does have a lot of forward momentum, it's difficult to get someone directly in place with that. So that ended up causing him the match there. And Cade down a game.
Ready, cause you're up next, you white-haired bastard.
Yeah, I'd imagine Gatorade is too phased by this, provided how trigger happy they are with his DPs, and we'll just keep moving forward in this next set here.
Yeah, moving forward, Soro is, because they are going directly into the corner here, frame trapping on the potential overhead there. Yeah, another one to boot with the 5C. Just going to be keeping this Ragna locked down for as long as possible. Really just keeping his pressure as tight as he can. Going to be able to push block out. Not going to kill the Ragna probably. Yeah, just going to go straight into cross slash, excuse me. Nice jump out to stop him from doing anything. Going to be able to get the hit on Adachi and swap the corner? No, just going to be taking as much health as possible here.
See what you can do, get out of there. Excellent work. Yeah, unfortunately not ready for the punish. Yeah. No, you can't, like, depending, because of how some bursts work, like, that will happen. If you get a counter hit, you can pick up with the 2A after that, but unfortunately, K-Ray wasn't ready for it, and losing Ragna here, but making some good progress on this Narukami.
Oh, unburstable? Yeah, let's go. Recognizing the use of all 4 meter there to kill the character, going to be extremely beneficial. Almost as beneficial as getting that hit. Did not get the confirm off of it, but is going to go for a safe jump and just frame traps with the EX Kaid. That's going to be tying it up. Cade with the Kurogane as usual.
Yeah, excellent work, and as I mentioned before, yeah, Gatorade is not phased by how game 1 went down and is just chugging along like nothing happened.
I think that's something really interesting about Cade right now. He's gotten to the point where he's so nonchalant about the way he plays that he does not care how far of a deficit he's in. He could have been losing 5 games from Winterside in Grand Finals and he will still make it look like a wash right after. He's just that kind of player. He knows how to play the mind games and is willing to do so with you regardless, just to have a little bit of fun, and I just think that's really funny. So implementing that into his gameplay is going to be one of the more interesting things of the set, and that is going to be showing even right here. Gonna be able to set up the sandwich here, nice cross up there, gonna be able to get as much him as possible. Nice car cancel into the DP! At least that's what I thought that was. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Pretty solid, just trying to keep the pressure up and getting open up low there. Probably try to press the blind, but just Gatorade ready with some relatively airtight defense, and this Narukami is bleeding. Yeah, not quite. A little too low for that, unfortunately, and Ragnar will be getting punished for that.
Yeah, gonna be spending the assist bar resource here in order to get the Adachi in as fast as humanly possible. Oh wow, nice patience on Cade's part, just waiting out the Adachi here, recognizing that Soro does not want to block this mix-up and is going to be killing it meterlessly. We're gonna be dropping that kill though. Yeah, tried to DP the potential dash cancel, but was a little too preemptive on that, and as a result, is going to be losing that match and putting himself on match point in winners finals.
Yeah, and Cage is staying absolutely, absolutely solid in these last 2 games. Just saying, hey, I gave you. I gave you that one game just so it didn't look that much of a blowout on the scorecard in the bracket, but yeah, just staying really solid, just keeping the offense up, and just you know, they played against each other long enough to where K-Ray probably still remembers a lot of tendencies that Yosuro has on their belt.
Yeah, I mean, we were just joking about that earlier. And I don't even think it's a joke, because that's probably what he's doing. Maybe he just got so bored of winning all these tournaments that he just decided to start screwing around a little in a match and see how much he could get away with. So, I don't think anyone's looking forward to fighting that at the moment. And nice pickup from Soro's part, recognizing that he already used the 5B and is going to be getting the full confirm here into that. Nice. Ooh, I would have said nice block, but that was not the case. Gonna be getting the safe jump here. Nice fuzzy block on Kate's part. Yeah, just gonna throw him again. Potentially a dead character. Gonna be bursting out into as much damage as possible here on Soro's part.
Keeping the offense up, just trying to establish just the vortex that Yosuro is putting Gatorade right now, and I don't believe that'll be a dead now to K, especially if you don't DHC. Now it will be staying mirror positive, but it's all up to Solar Ragna here, and this ain't it, Chief. Go next.
Wow. You know, we were just hyping up Cade for like the last minute or so, but that was really just the power of Narukami Adachi, a team that you cannot falter against. You have to play so solid at all times, and the mind games that Soro is forcing Cade to go through really are just accentuating how strong it can be. He may not be doing the most damage, but mentally he may be, even on someone as stagnant as Cade in that regard.
Yeah. And you know, you're in a tournament, you may be here for the funnies, but you know, this is one of the situations where, hey, maybe you should buckle down a little bit and get maybe a little serious.
Yeah, keep barking. See what happens.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. Especially this far into the bracket, I don't think anyone wants to lose this set. But a loser we must declare. So we are going to go on to the final round here, as both of these players get into each other's heads, pickpocketing it with the most efficient of knives, using the 5P in order to move around that. Gonna be able to pick this up into a pretty stable combo, not gonna do anything crazy. Yeah, just Carnage scissoring out of the setup, not allowing it to happen here. Gonna be able to burst out, DPing right back into the corner, the advantage on Cade's side. Ooh, what a confirm. Potentially dead? Nah, he's fine.
Sure.
I lied.
Feel the pressure of just a raw gauntlet hit. He's the best move in the game. Not quite going to kill, but it's just you're dealing with the basically like full health Naruto and Ragna. This is such a tall mountain to climb.
Yeah, especially with a health deficit like that. So, still mashing. My man has no regard for his health. He is going to press buttons regardless of what happens. It is insane. Gatorade making the last two games seem like a fluke.
Excellent work by K. Just, you know, just kind of saying like, all right, I've had my fun with you. It's time to die.
Agreed. And speaking of dying, we are going to have another casualty here in Losers as I go ahead and play my match. I am gonna go. Hopefully it goes well.
Godspeed, soldier.
I am active swapping into things, going to be on the mic for this match as well. Man, I swear if he wins this, I called it. I absolutely called it.
If he wins this.
It's so true. So true.
What?
So we will be going into it.
Get ready. Get ready.
This is a matchup that I'm actually curious to see because we've known Midori as like one of the more patient players, but with a team like this, I feel like you have to make something happen and keep your offense up because if you just let the team do what you want, it's just going to eventually lead into your slow and untimely death.
And that's what we're seeing right now too. Narukami not really is that wow. I thought there was still block stun. No, the timing was literally almost like I wouldn't go like exaggerate to the point of frame perfect, but I would say that it was actually like timed just immaculately enough to be like, yeah, you're just out of block stun to get hit by this command grab.
Really trying to establish a valiant effort right now. Excellent throw. I don't believe that'll be dead just quite yet, but just one more situation for Midori, and 3 seconds left on the residence. It's not looking good for them.
I mean, just like, yeah, look at the health totals. I mean, like with the hit that Serene got as well. Just ultimately, yeah.
It appears you need some.
No disrespect to Mito, but I honestly didn't see him making it back from that.
Yeah, that was just...
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough. To just sum it up.
Ready.
I believe in the indomitable human spirit in a lot of cases, but that was just a checkmate situation there, to be honest. So
Absolutely, but I mean, still, that's only the first game. There's still more to come in this set, so shouldn't let that discourage you.
yeah. Excellent defense by Midori so far, and just got opened up right at the end there, but not too detrimental. Only 3.8k, but just getting put back in the corner, unfortunately. Another George coming out. Midori just content on holding this and getting a command grab.
The timing on that command grab right after George finishes with block stun was so very well timed.
And because of that whole situation, Narukami is was in the red and has enough red health to get back into about 50% of their health, but it's just you have to do something against this team, or else you're just gonna get steamrolled, because Walstein just has a bunch of health and Rachel can just get away with a bunch of war crimes right off the bat. And
As we're like seeing time and time again here.
we're just seeing like Midori trying to do something here, but unfortunately nothing's working out. They're just trying to navigate the chaos that is the Serene Smiles team, but yeah, both of his characters just bleeding super hard right now.
One of them's down. This is just rough in general to see. Able to get the hit, but not really able to get much out of it. Just gets thrown on wake up for their troubles. I wouldn't say that's... No, wait. Nah, yeah, drops the combo. I don't know if it would have been dead, but it would have been very close with cross rate. I thought the invuln on that DP was going to go away for the bats to get him.
Yeah, this... I'm just looking at this and I'm just wondering what do you do? What do you do against this team?
You play your heart out. That's all you can do at this point. You just got to make all of the right decisions. Everything has to be on point. Your defense, your offense, trying to keep this team locked down. But Serene, we're seeing from the Rachel, just using the win to just be like, nope, I'm out of here. You're going to have to hold whatever I'm throwing out because you can't do anything when I'm this high. And again, just Serene just really running with the momentum in that game. Nice timer, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, it's just I know I keep repeating myself, but it's just like what do you do? I mean, we had a little bit of an indicative situation from Lon, and it's basically just don't let them play. But Serene Smile is really good at, as we've been seeing on how they've been applying their applying wind, is that they're extremely evasive, and it's really hard to just lock down the Rachel to deny them that chance to do anything really.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Tried to make Serene Smile flinch right there, but Serene Smile was ready for it, and Midori, unfortunately, getting opened up yet again.
Not looking good at all for Midori. Oh, that's a DP punish too. Oh my goodness, just staying in the air. How long? What is the hang time on that? Jeez.
Yeah, Midori drawing a little bit of blood here. Hopefully this is their time to get some things started. But Serene Smile's defense on point so far. Another sandwich situation that they're being put in. And just so ready for a lot of these straight hits and confirms. Like, they're not doing a lot of damage, but it is adding up because Serene Smile is getting a ton of them.
As we're seeing, it's just, oh no, unfortunate. Drops the combo there. Yeah, look at like the life deficit that we're seeing. Has to burst, but really it was just, well, which character do you want in?
Yeah, Midori getting away with the skin of their teeth, but an uncharacteristic raw super. And yeah, just
Maybe he was trying to read like an active swap or something to try and call that out, but nothing working out for them, and Serene taking that set with a clean 3-0.
On a tear that entire set, moving forward, moving into losers finals, and will be going up against Yosuro here.
That will be rounding out our top 3. So we have Gatorade winning, or sitting in winner's side of Grand Finals, and waiting to play the winner of this set that we have Yosuro versus Serene Smile.
Midori has returned, but
Get ready.
going into it, losers finals, Yosuro versus Serene Smile. I'd imagine that like just given the kit that Yosuro has at their disposal, it would be they would be able to manage the storm a little better, especially with the Dachi AZOs. But Serene Smile just being able to navigate that just pretty well. But unfortunately, getting opened up here, Yosuro getting their chance to get something started.
Defense from Serene, but unfortunately getting happy birthday, that is not what you want to have happen. Oh, the burst going to be punished as well.
For another Beezy setup, an excellent DP by Serene Smile just to get him off, but yeah, Serene Smile is starting to get a couple things started, but unfortunately getting hit by that raw 5P, and will be losing Rachel for this.
Looks like Waldstein is not going to be too far off in joining her either. Cross combo activation, this should be dead.
See enhanced version 2, so it'll be a nice 3K, and Yosuro convincingly taking game 1.
Turn around from what we saw in the previous set.
This win is ours.
All thanks to the
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear anything for a minute, so I thought my.
Oh, you just caught us at a quiet moment.
Yeah, there wasn't too much to talk about, especially with that last game, because it was such a convincing steamroll for Yosuro.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Soro definitely knows how to navigate the neutral here, especially with a good matchup like Adachi. It's a lot easier to do so. Gonna be able to lock down the Rachel here. Honestly, it's just kind of letting them build meter. You definitely can't DP the Rachel here regardless of what you do. So dealing with that is going to be quite the issue. Yeah, gonna be getting countered by the George here. Gonna try and make something happen, but is being bombarded by buttons right now.
Pressure up. You're also just trying to make something happen here. Excellent DP by Serene. Get off of me, but yeah, Narukami will be getting punched for that. I don't think this will quite be a kill, but it's one more touch, and you're not in a sandwich. In a sandwich? Yes, you're in a sandwich. A little too early like a raw
swap. You do have invul technically. Dead character? No way. Wow, you really just let him die. That's wild. My man really wants that resonance time.
honestly, I don't blame Serene Smile because Rachel is the more desired character to have in Resonance. It is level 4 as well, and honestly, at that point, it was just kind of like, do I want to put some damage and keep Wilson alive, or just have a solo Rachel to try and make this happen?
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't look like it's panning out too well at the moment, but that could probably just be because she didn't have enough neutral skip supers on the board, and is gonna be getting punished for it though, because Soro do be having the confirms here. Not able to lock down Rainy, is gonna have to pop Resonance here, and is... Ooh, things are happening. Rachel things. Oh. Wow, okay. Really making use of that 236C throughout this game, not letting Rachel get anything done on offense here. Gonna go and take game 2.
Yeah, and provided how like slippery Rachel can be, like that 236C is like essentially just such a good call out for Rachel. Just, you know, even if it's not landing a hit, it's just like, you know, you're keeping Rachel locked down for a little bit so that she can't really get anything going, and just
Get ready.
use that opportunity to try and create some offense.
Agreed. As we just saw with that last match, it really is easy to just steamroll if you're not ready for it, and if Soro allows the neutral to be played here, it is definitely going to be a lot more difficult, especially if we're going to be pressing into the CC here, allowing Rainy to press super and build up all of that CC back, carrying him all the way to the corner. Ooh, my god, read the jump as well. Gonna be DPing, forcing the pressure to continue. Nice confirm on that part as well. Yeah, good stuff. Rainy gonna be dominating this match so far. It looks like Soro can't even escape the corner.
So just trying to navigate through this minefield really, but getting opened up with a low. Narukami is bleeding, and Rachel is just coming in at full force, and we'll be losing Narukami very early on, but you're also getting a very lucky hit, getting some damage on the Rachel, trying to make something happen here.
Yeah, and they did have a good hit going there, but they weren't able to stabilize it into something bigger, and that may potentially lead into the loss of this game and the continuation of the set here, putting himself on the board. Rainy showing exactly what we were just talking about, and how this team can be volatile in every sense possible.
Absolutely. And yeah, and you know, like as we mentioned before, it was kind of a go next game for Serene Smile in this game one, but for that game it was it was a situation for Yosuro there where it's like, yeah, nothing really worked out there, and I can't really make too many adjustments. I just have to navigate this a little better as they did in the first two games.
Yeah, it seems like they are doing that just fine now. Just taking advantage of the chaos and allowing for a lot more to do with it. George still didn't die. That was a whole ass super, and he lived.
Projectile inborn, baby!
Damn, you like annotated your voice for that and everything. That's wild. Almost as wild as this potentially killing, which is not going to be the case. But we are going to be getting a lot of damage on the wall here. I'm surprised the Beezy didn't touch him, honestly.
Worked out super well for Yosuro there, but yeah, Serene Smile just making excellent use of the jam session, but unfortunately that 2B going to put wall down, put wall out for good in this game. It's another situation where Serene Smile really believes in just having the solo Rachel at level 4 resistance, and it's working out super well so far. It's basically a one-touch situation for Yosuro at this point with the amount of chips that just got employed.
That wasn't a bad situation to get out of. One of the few DPs that is actually able to deal with DBD there. And it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because Soro is going to be tied up here.
Yeah, but excellent work to Serene Smile. Just being able to take it back, bring it to Game 5 here, and making the proper adjustments needed to get to this point, and you know, especially against a heavy hitter like Yosuro, that is no easy feat.
I mean, Rainy is easily a heavy hitter in their own right. Considering how they've been playing recently and how well they've been doing, I really think it is deserved. They are the type of player that you really do have to worry about because they're so unorthodox with how they play. And we're going to be seeing that in full force here. They've been stabilizing a lot of their confirms recently. They've been able to get a lot more damage out of their hits. But it's not going to matter too much if we're not going to be able to block the 50-50 here. And that potentially may be Rainy's demise depending on how it goes. Yeah, that's going to be a super into a looped situation. Going to be safe jumping into high-low. Push blocking again. My man is just mashing that DG button. My man wants to get out as soon as possible. Recognizing the 4A hit and just blocking it out. Does not want to try and contest it. Thankfully, that Lobelia hit just before the Adachi could actually do anything. Tried to use Mandala to lock down the Rachel there, but did not lead too much, unfortunately. It is going to lead to plus frames, which Soro tried to mash either way. Ooh, not the kind of button you want to be pressing in a situation like that. This may potentially be a dead Narukami is what I would have said if it actually did kill, but unfortunately Rainy is dropping the most important confirm of them all, the one that kills the character.
Yosuro making excellent use of that AZO so far, just keeping Rachel locked down, and it was able to kill the wall seam with that 5P assist into super.
Yeah,
this is still dangerous.
Yeah, able to recognize the spacing there, going to be able to use the DP and get Rachel in there. Not able to do much about it, but we're going to be forcing the pressure for as long as possible. Not going to be able to confirm off of it, but Rainy got hit on Wake Up, and Soro running it back to Grand Finals here with Gatorade. Fantastic stuff to Rainy for placing as well as they did. Really showing just how well a specialized team like theirs can go. And it really does put a smile on my face to see someone going against the norm and choosing what they feel is best.
I'm definitely a firm believer in, like, if you stick with even an unorthodox team long enough, you'll figure out something with them. And I won't go into the full spiel, but like I remember seeing Serene's finals teams back when Guzman ran tournaments, and like I definitely saw potential in the team, but like they didn't have they didn't really have it all together during that time period. But you know, 2 years have passed and they've just refined it so much, and it's to the unsuspecting eye, it doesn't seem like a viable team, but when you go up against them, it's something to be feared.
Agreed. Though there is something else that I would really be fearing around this time, and that would be the final Matcherino show if we do not finish that up. So we're going to go ahead and finish that up as soon as we can here. Gonna be telling you all about the donations we can make and the things you can do to help support our scene. So first of all, you can always do the regular donation, just spend a little bit of your money to help out the players that have outed themselves today on Bracket. Or you could take that 25-cent code, do that by the way, and it is completely free to support them instead. It may be a small total, but it adds up after a while. And if you feel like getting a little more bang for your buck, there is always the sponsor, Chitin Books, in the background here. $9 a pop for each kind of manga, for such as Shed That Skin, Rigasagi-san, Loner Life in Another World, so on and so forth. $5 going to the developers themselves, and another $4 going to the pot. So if you do feel like getting a little more out of support, you can go ahead and do that. I don't believe we have any sponsor requests going on at the moment. I can quickly go and check that. I don't believe so. No, definitely doesn't seem the case. So don't have to worry about that, just the ones that I listed up above. And thanks so much either way. I see quite a few people have already claimed it, including ourselves. And if you don't do that, then I think Red's family Sienna would have something to say about that, won't they?
No apple pie. You don't do the Matcherino. Actually, you know what? No dinner.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Go ahead and starve. Do the Maturino. We're past the point of being graceful by giving y'all dinner with this.
Gotta play for that money. Let's go. Granted, both of these players are guaranteed a decent amount of the pot here, regardless of how they place. But I don't think either of them want to lose here. It's Cade versus Soro. We've seen this time and time again. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight into the, frankly, bullshit that's going to transpire throughout the next few matches. As many as we can, ideally.
Yeah, keep.
Let's you know, we got a little bit of an appetizer with how things went in winners finals, but now we're here for the main course on the chaos.
Starting off relatively strong with the 5A starter here, carrying him all the way to the corner. Just going to be setting up the Beezy here. Didn't get anything crazy off of it, but we are going to get a whip punish, and that is going to start leading to the spiral that Soro saw in that last game 4 that we saw in that first set. Just going to keep that going. Nice safe jump. Going to be able to kill the character here, most likely. Doesn't have to do anything crazy, just keep it simple into the super. That is going to be a dead Kurogane. Playing the mind games. Dead character. Now guess again.
This is definitely doable with a character like Resonance Ragnar. Just being able to get so much health back and make the life deficit look more and more apparent, but it's not going to be the case here. Another safe jump. Another successful safe jump, and you're also taking this game very quickly
This win is ours.
in this grand finals.
So we spoke a lot about the mental stack that Cade likes to impose on the opponent. Considering how many games he has to work with here, I think he's willing to take that risk for at least the first couple games before he really has to do anything crazy. And if it works, then it works, but otherwise he has plenty of headroom to really make sure that Soro is going to keep it solid there on his defense, because Cade is not one to stop. He is a menace when it comes to playing RPS, so we're going to go ahead and see just how crazy he's going to get, even if he even does get put on defense again here on this round start.
And to be fair for Gatorade, he is in the winner's side, so at this point he does have like 4 games to throw away if he do so pleases, but just getting some offense going, not messing around this time in this opening sequences. What's for breakfast? A grab.
Hopefully it tasted good too, because we were gonna get a smorgasbord of damage here, is what I would have said. I mean, it was already decent enough damage, but not decent enough to stop Soro from accidentally messing up the block string. Thankfully, Gatorade didn't really do much with it, but is going to be sent back to mid-screen for it. Spent a decent amount of meter, but it didn't really matter too much, but it is going to matter if we drop combos like that. Nice jump out, recognizing that Ragnar was trying to approach, and going to be keeping it burst safe. Oh, the throw rate? And the DP right after. My man is not getting any time to do anything. Just woke up throw once again. Oh, yeah. Soro is throwing away the character here, not worried about it in the slightest. Missed the punish.
You know, that's been happening a lot with Murakami DPs tonight, but yeah.
He was worried about the DHC, so he just went for Oki instead. I mean, fair, but still. Oh yeah, just gonna go straight for super here, loop the situation once again while we still have Resonance on the board. Granted, I don't think we're going to be able to make the combo burst safe, especially when we're going to be doing something like that. Push blocking away, and that is potentially going to be a dead character. We're going to go for the cross right here. Gatorade evening the scores out relatively safely.
Only the void.
Excellent work by Kate. Just yeah, I feel like it was like a mirror situation of what happened in game 1. Really, it's just, you know, but in this case, Gatorade got their stuff started. Yosuro just DPing at every convenient moment for them and just not working out for them. And, you know, just as I keep mentioning, go next.
Honestly, I think it's really funny because both of these players, they know each other really well. And they understand that their pressure and neutral, all of that, is going to be the biggest difficulty to deal with. You know, dealing with situations that any player can put you in if set up correctly. And whoever gets that started as soon as possible and isn't able to escape is going to be the victor here. And it seems like Gatorade is moving towards that because we are going to be putting them in the blender here. Adachi taking the brunt of the force here. Gonna be put in the safe jump? No, not gonna be doing that. Just waking up with... He didn't even press. Like... What happened?
Yeah, Gatorade just looking to close out this grand final so quickly and just that short walk of just imposing just such a power play. Just come at me, you know. What are you gonna do? I'm at full health with both my characters. You just lost one of yours, and the other character that you have that's still alive is just barely breathing.
Yeah, not to mention the threat wasn't really there from that spacing. If Cade just waited, he had an answer to pretty much everything Cade wanted to do, and as a result, it really just... I don't know, Cade was just fucking waking up a throw like he usually does, just doing shit, and costing him the game here. Maybe even his tournament life if he does not play carefully throughout the next few games. Oh.
There's a desync.
Did he think he won? Oh, no, it was a literal desync. yeah, that game was a desync. That's unfortunate. What's the ruling on that?
If it was a desync, I mean, it's really hard to determine, so I replayed the match.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
I guess we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Because I mean, how do you determine who won from that? When did the desync happen? It's hard to say.
When did it happen? Who caused it? All of the variables that we're not really able to control.
Who are the victims and who are the aggressors?
Hopefully it stabilizes out throughout the next few games here. Just gonna be as solid as possible between these two. Honestly, I don't even think it's part of one of their connections not working towards the other, because it's worked several times before, both on PS4 and PC, so this is definitely a PC tag TM thing, and we all know pretty well about that, honestly.
Get ready, because you're up next, you white-haired
Hopefully
bastard.
neither players too phased on what just happened. I don't imagine so, but yeah, just hopefully both of them can just stay solid and give us a good showing in this grand finals.
Safe air DP, you love to see it. Do it again. This character, man. I'm allowed to say that because I play this character, but it's okay. Gonna be enforcing the plus frames here, gonna try and make the Ragna block for as long as possible. Did not try to crouch the second hit, just allowed for the Ragna to jump cancel out and safely do his thing. But, oh, damn, he really let that happen, huh? Wow.
Hey, if it works, it works. But unfortunate drop by Gatorade there, but not too phased by it, just trying to keep the pressure up, but just bringing in a very healthy Naruto K. Excellent throw break. Trying to make something happen. Almost caught that dash cancel with the 5C, but not working out, and Gatorade just putting on the hurt.
Yeah, definitely. Going to be abusing the RPS there of doing the other thing there, and is going to be picking up with the 2A and killing the character, whipping the 4A, and getting the setup here. Didn't Vortex, surprisingly, because that definitely would have gotten out of the situation, but the only thing we're going to get out of this situation is a dead Ragna. Deleted off the screen with that cross slash. Spent all the meter for it, but that is meter well spent. Gonna be a 1v1 here.
But it is Gatorade's Naruto K, and this is an excellent start for them, and putting a bunch of damage on the board, and they haven't even popped Resonance. Yeah, Resonance popped. And that looks like it's going to be it. Oh wait,
That is going.
that was I forgot. I forgot to not count the last game. 2-1 in Kate's favor.
I thought that's what you meant, my bad. But yeah, no, that is if the game beforehand was a desync, then this is going to be the definitive deciding factor of that third match. Soro actually put on the back foot this time. I was going to initially say that the time where they had to reset their brains after the desync would have helped a little, but I don't think it did. Or at the very least, it didn't really make enough of a difference for it to actually play into the gameplay. Sigh. Alright, guess we're waiting for him to come back. Nope, there we go. We're good. Hopefully, actually gets to the match. I won't hold my breath, though.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this is a tall order to ask for Yosuro, but a lot of things that they're doing is just very trigger happy with a bunch of risky offensive options, and it's not really working out for them, especially against a Gatorade who is playing very solid and in some cases very patient.
Yeah, Kate's just playing really solid overall, allowing for a pretty decent movement in the grand scheme of things. Is, I mean, kind of. Are we really gonna consider Gauntlet being an assist? Good move. Oh, he didn't want that. That was genuine. He definitely didn't want that. But didn't get punished too hard for it, thankfully. Tried to react to the assist. Ooh, tried to bait the burst. We tried to frame trap once again, not ready for it. Nice block on the cross up. Gonna let the Narukami heal a little bit.
Open up with another 4P, trying to bring it to the corner. And excellent work. It's just at the tip of those hitboxes, working out so well. But not a full combo on Yosuro so far. But getting open up with the best move in the game. Excellent burst, excellent throw bait. This is Yosuro's turn to get things started.
And getting started he will, because we are going to carry them to the corner. Just going to be playing some mind games here. What an interesting sequence. Did not get the punish on the assist. Is going to be getting the assist hit, but thankfully he's going to be able to whiff punish the Kurogane here. Yeah, just mashing on wake up, not allowing anything to happen here. Didn't get... Is he dead? Yeah, that's death. K's really good at using... Oh, that's it, right? Oh no, dropping the combo. But yeah, it's gonna matter because we're gonna be killing the character. 1v1 situation once again, but this time Soro on the back. Oh my god. No fear whatsoever. None.
Yosuro staying barely alive in this resonance is running out. Heat Rise above is active. Level 4 resonance, excellent throw, and that's going to kill as long as Yosuro doesn't drop his combo, and we'll be going to a game 5 situation in this grand finals.
Adachi, you win.
That is certainly one way to do it, I'm not gonna lie. Got let off the hook by Gatorade over here, and no. He still has a bunch of room to work with, so it doesn't really matter too much. But trying to end the tournament early, maybe you wanted to go eat dinner, I don't know, something like that. Gonna have to keep playing, slowly wear at the execution and the mental game here. So maybe that made a little bit more of a difference than we initially thought, who knows.
We'll see in this game 5 here. It's either we get to go home or we gotta stay here for another 3 out of 5 set. Let's see if Gatorade can stay solid and prevent that from happening, or will Yosuro keep us shackled for at least another 3 games?
Yeah, keep barking. See what happens.
Though they may be shackles, they are shackles I willingly put on myself because they are games that are always fun to watch. almost as fun as seeing Gatorade do the dumbest round start you could possibly think of and get away with it. Almost as... come on, man. Okay, got away with it, thankfully. Blocked the DP, recognizing the situation there. Gonna keep it simple, carry them all the way to the corner. Yeah, recognizing that he was gonna push block there, just DPing once again. This is already looking really good for Cade here. That potentially might be a dead character. Ooh, getting the unscaled version of the Rekka as well. No, that was so unfortunate. Gonna be getting the DP whiffing there, and that is going to be some Oki for Yosuro here. Not gonna be able to swap the Narukami out. Not that he would want to, thankfully, because of the healing Adachi in the back. Just gonna be forcing the pressure as long as possible. Not going to be able to kill due to the scaled starter, but it is going to be quite a bit of damage. Not going to be able to fuzzy block the second hit of the JA, and that's going to be a dead Kurogane.
Yeah, just Gatorade trying to make something out of this level 2 Resonance Ragna, but yeah, it's about 5 seconds left and not much has happened so far. Just playing super patient, but that could be the start of something beautiful. Yeah, getting as much damage as possible, just 0.3 seconds left on the Resonance. Getting almost full health back, another raw blood sight, not quite working out, but it's definitely looking a lot more doable still.
Yeah,
now when that
especially with
happens.
hits like that coming out. Ooh, went for Oki? Maybe he thought he was going to have the assist ready and wasn't able to get the full proper combo off of it. Did not antsy air there, was maybe a little antsy about something else. Wasn't able to pick up, did not run forward to get the hit off the 6B. Gonna be abusing the respect that Cade is giving him right now, and is gonna be taking this game, resetting the bracket, and putting us on another set.
We're now in the territory of what I like to call Shin Grand Finals. And yeah, Yosuro just playing extremely solid here, beating Cade in this first 3 out of 5. But they got to do it again if they wanna take this lovely pot home. And on that topic, real quick, many thanks to Poke Dude and Serene Smile for doing some direct contributions to tonight's pot.
Oh yeah, you love to see it. Supporting the boys, despite being knocked out. Wait, isn't... Rennie's in top 3, so he's getting paid out too.
Getting a little bit of money back.
Adachi-san,
It's a little bit of an investment. But even more so of an investment is going to be the rest of this set, because we are buckled in for the final potential 5 games we're going to have here. Same characters, same stage, potentially the same players in the background. We're going to be watching this set go on.
That DP almost worked out in Gatorade's favor, but fortunately for Yosuro, getting a good amount of damage, opening up Gatorade with the low there. Check your shoes out. Not quite enough for a punish, but excellent DP. Working out so well, but Gatorade is just on a nihilistic warpath right now.
Unironically, that was a really good throw. Granted, he could have just punished with super or something, but something to keep it unburstable was the best course of action there. And that is exactly what he did, trade combos. Gonna keep it simple here, take as much damage on the board as we can. Throw. Bait the throw. Oh, okay, just end the combo early and DP'd to catch the jump, I guess, but didn't wait for the double jump, so he did have air actions available. Gonna be able to swap into the Narukami here, get as much damage as humanly possible. Yeah, probably did something, so had to buffer the DP out of it. Oh, wow. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am.
Yosuro
Man.
looking very healthy in this reset so
This
far.
battle is over.
Man, that was so scuffed.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it before, but like when I did consistently do VOD reviews, there's something that like I've noticed about Gatorade is that when they're up in a set, or like they have some games to spare, they play significantly more reckless than like like I know Gatorade is like a pretty reckless player in general, but like they play even more reckless than normal, and we kind of saw that there with a lot of gung ho trigger happy DPS. But I think now that you're down a game, I think it should be at least time to buckle down.
I still believe in our friendship.
Yeah, just if you already got this far, you may as well seal it out, right? There's no reason to stay in winners only to lose to the person that you already beat in winners finals. Just he knows he can do it. We know he can do it. This is probably one of the most even sets we've seen tonight, and that is why it is going to be even more entertaining as we watch the go about it. Gatorade already off to a good start, and first safe route? Interesting. Yeah, going for the throw and doing something. Ooh, that wasn't safe. Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of solid.
What a
DPs coming
match.
out. But unfortunately, TRM read, excellent sandwich. Yeah, they haven't done that in a while. And I think that's the first time we've seen that like all night out of all the games that Gatorade's played. And I think Gatorade is starting to buckle down. Just bringing out some of the stuff that we characteristically haven't seen from them so far. But working out, DP hitting behind, best move in the game.
I thought Gauntlet Hades was the best move in the game.
Yeah, he did do Gauntlet Hades.
With the DP. Whatever, it's not a big deal. What is a big deal is how this character could potentially be good. Is what would have been the case if we actually did get the pickup, but unfortunately that is not going to be what happened. Nice tech on Soro's part. Fantastic defense. We always give him crap for doing the most RPS defense possible, but it was pretty good there. Almost as good as this combo from Cade, clutching out this game here, tying it up in Shin Grand Finals.
Excellent work by Cade so far. Yeah, just not letting Yosuro get the momentum going and taking this first game of this Shin Grand Finals pretty swimmingly. Honestly, at this point, I don't think there's a lot to be said about adjustments that could be made, and it's just more of, at this point, just play as solid as possible.
Get ready.
You're so far into the bracket with a person that you know really well. At this point, it's just whoever can slop their way to victory first. And neither of these players are like playing unoptimally or anything. It's more so just the way that they interact with one another is a lot more difficult. But hopefully it'll look a lot better for either side here as we move on to this game 3. This is probably going to be the most difficult game to take here, because if you take this game, then you have the momentum going in through the set.
Absolutely. Gatorade just keeping things as safe as possible. Same situation, but whiff throw, and no one really got out advantageously in that situation, but Gatorade just keeping the offense up. Same situation. Oh no cross combo, but just keeping the pressure up, and yeah, Yosuro's hurting quite a bit.
I like the delay on the throw there to throw off the timing to recognize it. You do have a really long window to throw tech in this game. Oh my god, he stole the phone! Cheap, change it. Change it.
Yeah, Gatorade just putting out a statement, as he mentioned, this kid's like really good at putting the mental stack on, and I think that'll give something Yosuro to think about in these, for the rest of this game and potentially for the next couple of games moving forward. Another Gauntlet Hades, best move of the game, getting the pressure going. This won't kill, but it's one more situation to be put in.
Are you sure? Okay, yeah,
yes.
especially if it drops. Fair enough. Oh my god, he got hit.
Backwards hit on the Gauntlet Hades, but not working out. Yosuro getting a chance to get some things going.
Did not spend the meter. Gonna spend it here? Yeah, okay. Now, Rogna is one of the few characters that can forward tech past Narukami after a cross/ender if it is in space. So it is going to be a little difficult to deal with there, but not as difficult as maneuvering around the neutral. Oh wow, just swapping out. I mean, that was still beneficial. I mean, you got the character out. What else can you really ask for? Baiting the burst there, surprisingly enough, was under the impression that he was going to do something there. And that is going to be the third game, Cade taking it and putting the momentum swung right in their favor.
I gotta say, it is so wonderful seeing a phone steal happen on stream after all this time.
Knowing Katie probably led up to this moment. All of the conditioning just for now.
Well, absolutely. And you know, Cade is definitely winning the hearts of SoCal with especially with that phone steal. So, yeah, there's a lot of momentum going for them. They've got the energy of SoCal on their side. They got the mental stack of getting a phone steal in the first place. Let's hope that doesn't phase Yosuro too much, and let's see if they can swing things back in their favor.
Cause you're up next, you white-haired bastard.
Here's hoping. They are not that far down. They only really have one game to make here. Oh wow, what an unfortunate hit on the Beezy. Tried to block out, just gonna be up backing and forcing the situation here for as long as possible. Not gonna be able to get the confirm off of that button, but we are gonna be getting a slight bit of chip damage on the Rogna here. Nice push block away to punish here. Oh wow, going for the reset. Tried to go for the unburstable damage with 214C, and it did not work in their favor. But what is going to work in their favor is this cross combo here. Going to get as much damage as he possibly can. Maybe just a setup as well. Ooh yeah, tried to tech pass, and that is not going to work here. Going to be putting this character on their last legs.
So putting the pressure up, and evidently they're not phased by what just happened last game, and just keeping the pressure up. Now Toke is bleeding, open them up with a JC, and it's all up to solo Ragnar and level 2 Resonance.
Definitely can do it, especially after whiffing the J236C. Going to be getting a full confirm here into a lot of health. Ooh, I like the little delay there to get as much corner carry as possible. Oh, God. He can combo off this. He's getting a confirm. Oh, dropped it. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but you know, Ragnar is back at a very healthy life total. Unfortunately, getting opened up here, and depending on the opener, could be the end for them. But you know, just staying solid, excellent defense by Gatorade, just trying to do a raw blood sight, but not working out. And this should be game 4 for Yosuro.
I don't think you can drop a DHC like this, especially if the first hit already kills. Final game of the night. We had a 10-game set, folks. Soro not making this easy for Gatorade whatsoever.
Final round. Yeah, if there's anything cheesy, if there's anything wild that you gotta do, you gotta bust it out now, because this is your last chance, both of you. So, yeah, maybe we'll see things a little crazier. Maybe we'll see them be a little more reserved. Let's find out. Final round.
After all that preamble, it probably could be the no mix-up that is the best here. You think the opponent is going to do one thing, they keep doing the thing that was working before. Just keep it simple. Not gonna worry about it too much. Going to be going into the final round as clear ahead as you possibly can. What a mash. Anti-air 5A, by the way.
So right, Yosuro in these opening moments of this round tried to push block, but Yosuro's ready with a 5B, but Yosuro was not ready for a full punish, unfortunately. Side swap into the corner, just trying to put as much pressure as possible onto this Hachi here.
Good God. Yeah, was able to get the confirm, using the 5B to stabilize the hit as much as possible. Ooh, dropping out of the combo because Kurogane is really small, but it's not going to matter too much because we're going to be teching out into the DHC. That's a dead character, and we're only 35 seconds in.
It's off the solo Raga level 3 resonance. Got a bunch of red health to regain, but just keeping the pressure up, And oh my god, Persona got on the way. But yeah, that's one of the things that yeah, the conditioning has been showing up, and yeah, this is going to be a good amount of health. Not exactly full health, but it's going to be very close. Best move of the game, blocked, impossible. Try to bait a burst, but another one. But unfortunately, the second hit did not connect, so couldn't get the jump cancel. But yeah, Yosuro trying to not be as phased as possible by this, trying to get some setups going. But staying extremely solid here.
Yeah, just throwing it out. Did not confirm off of that hit. Gatorade going to be DPing for his troubles, trying to anti-air the hit, but is going to be getting a confirm into the cross raid. And Yosuro 7 is your WNF 44 champion. Fantastic stuff to both players tonight. What a performance from either side.
Excellent work by Yosuro. You know, it looked a little bleak in a lot of situations, to be, at least in my perspective, to be completely honest. But, you know, Yosuro proving me wrong in every single aspect tonight. Resetting the bracket and taking it 3-2 over Gatorade tonight. So excellent work to them. And to round out the top three, in first place we have Yosuro. Second place we have Gatorade. And in third we have Serene Smile. Excellent work to everyone. It was one hell of a night.
That is quite the understatement. Thanks so much to all you guys for coming out and watching the good old BBTAG tonight. Really making sure that our community stays as tightly knit as possible, donating as much as you can, really taking the Matcherino seriously. You guys are the best. Shoutouts to Reddy for holding it down on the mic with me as well as doing the stream. He may not be our shining beacon of light in terms of the connections, but he was even better in terms of holding it down on the mic. So fantastic stuff to you, Chief. And we can't forget the man behind the scene, Master Choomfy himself, letting us know when to play our matches, making sure it is all good to go. And all the players tonight. We had a good 15 of them, and every single one was fun to watch. So thanks to you guys for making sure WNF has a scene to look forward to. Especially all the new guys. It's always nice to see more people playing out the game today. And hopefully it'll stay that way.
So, we're looking for new commentators since Mito is unfortunately going to take a leave of absence. If anybody's willing to submit, a commentary reel or whatever, what have you, please send me a DM.
So true.
Oh my goodness.
I deserve that.
God. All right, but yes, of course, thank you to everyone who participated in tonight's bracket, giving their best efforts tonight to give us some wonderful BB tag action. Of course, to all of you viewers at home who are joining us on this Wednesday night / Thursday morning, depending on your time zone, of course. Shout out to all of you for supporting the scene through viewership, as well as contributing to the Matcherino as well. Through all of the various methods, all of them are appreciated. There are still codes left, by the way. Please do this. Anyways, but yes, thank you to Midori and E30 for holding it down on the mic, and of course E30 for doing double duty for streaming as well. Grateful to have both of you on the mic, and also E30, you to be our regular streamer here for WNF BBTAG every week. Looking forward to more of that in the future as well. You both did wonderfully, gotta say. And let's see. Also, big thank you to Chitin Books and Matcherino for having a bracket pot for us tonight for this bracket, and Chitin Books for having a Matcherino marketplace and giving their works up for sale there and giving a portion of the proceeds towards the Matcherino bracket pot. Always a pleasure doing that and having their support. And of course, last but certainly not least, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition be a way for us to have the locals experience when in-person locals for WNF are not available at the current time. One day, hopefully soon, we'll have them back up and running locally. But until then, we'll keep things going, keep it rocking, and keep the flag flying with some good-ass BB tag action for you all here. This has been Master Chief, TO Bracket Runner host, and part-time commentator as well for WNF. Always a pleasure doing this for you all. Looking forward to next week on PlayStation format. But until then, I'll be signing off. E30, I leave everything else over to you. Take it away.
All right. Thanks again for tuning in. Always a pleasure doing this. Shoutouts again to the players for putting on some excellent matches for us to watch tonight. And many thanks again to Midori for being a co-pilot tonight on the mic. It's been a while since I did it, and I appreciate the grace that you've shown me tonight. And thank you as well to Master Chief for that same grace on the mic as well, and thank you for running the bracket as smoothly as possible for everybody to enjoy. But many thanks again. Shoot, where am I going with this? A couple reminders, actually. But as per usual, twitch.tv/ICUHater, Don Con, Ralston Arcade, and crew putting on a great show for the PS4 BB Tag community, running excellent tournaments every Tuesday at 5 p.m. for us. So go over there, head on over, check them out, show them some love, tune in, sign up. It's all appreciated by them over there. But as far as I know, for the next 2 weeks, Cataclysm will be basically on vacation. So there will still be stuff. I believe DonCon will be cooking up something for the community regardless, but just no big 8s coming for, I believe, the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned, check them out, show them some love as per usual. But yeah, twitch.tv/ICUHater. Always a good time over there. And a ratio tournament is coming up, hosted by Rosario Esports. The bracket tournament is called Crossing Fates into the Ratio. Join the Discord. You will get some more information on what the ratio tournament is and what those rules entice. The bracket is there. Make sure you join the Discord for more information on that. But I think that's going to be it for us. Many thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. It's always a pleasure. But this has been WNF Online Edition BB Tag episode 44. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. But for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, but most importantly, shout outs to Bird Gang.
Shout out to Bird Gang.
Bird Gang.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.